Hello, I'm Danny the Hick, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Now, I've got an interesting one here, up very late last night doing a few blogs as you do, and I received an email from one of my informers claiming that local city places are having a secret webinar. And I was, oh, that sounds like me. So I've got it all ready to go. It's about to start any minute. I have no idea what it's all about. If you're not familiar with local city places, it's an unusual opportunity. I don't even really understand how it works, but I'm assuming that it's like a loyalty service where you can actually go and encourage maybe people to advertise on their directory, and you get paid huge commissions for doing so. And the founder of the company or the owner of the company who's got a checkered past longer than your arm doesn't pay out the commissions. And also now we've found out that staff members haven't been getting paid as well. So now we're getting whistleblowers. And this is what this seminar is all about. So we're waiting for it to start, and I don't even know where to begin. But I thought I'd share something funny with you while we're waiting that I've just discovered you can do with ChatGPT. Well, everything's changing all the time, and we'll do this. But I've got an image of me, and here it is. That's me. And I fed that into ChatGPT and said, I'm going to upload a photo of me listening, and I even spelled it wrong. Is it possible to make a thumbnail using an image? It doesn't need to have words on the image, just something sneaky, listening to a secret private meeting. Use my face as the thumbnail. I thought, oh, okay, let's see what it does. But this is what it came up with here for my original thumbnail. And then I thought, oh, that doesn't really look like me, and I don't want those words all over it. But that's what the meeting's about today, inside the Tory Warren fallout, former employer promises to expose. Anyway, this is what we come up with. Isn't that pretty cool? I mean, okay, I've got blue eyes. Yeah, I have got blue eyes. And it's created that. Even look like I'm like shaved beautifully. Isn't that pretty cool? So I was quite impressed. So that's where we come up with. If we can probably bring that up, city places. And now we've got this nice little logo that we're going to use for the meeting that's hopefully going to start any minute soon. Hello, a minute. It says 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Have they changed it? Hold on, I'll just have a wee look at this again. Now, if you have been following my YouTube channel, you know that I name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. So on my website at the moment, if you've got any intel, any information about anyone at all running a Ponzi scheme or a scam and you'd like to share it with me, you're more than welcome. Now you click on go to deheck.com and you'll find a form in here where you can put your full name, email address, your usernames for Telegram or WhatsApp if you like, your phone numbers, anything you want to share with me, or just use anonymous@gmail.com. And then submit the information and tell me what Ponzi scheme or scam you signed up for, how much you invested, not how much you were hoping to make. Makes it more interesting. G'day, Rob. Nice to see you in the chat room there. Put Rob up there. Who's this? Did you like that thumbnail? And also the investment date and any information, sponsors, the whole 9 yards. Give that to me and that'd be absolutely awesome. Now, something else I haven't done, which I could do in this very meeting, I'm going to show you something pretty funky. This is my bookmarks. And if I click on Zoom, I can right-click on that Zoom and open all 40 tabs, right? And right now, my computer would normally have smoke coming out the back of it, but I can now log into meetings. Oh, no, I've got the wrong username up there. I need to come up with a new one. Let's go for Mark Ronald. Okay, because that will go better. And then I better get rid of all those other ones. I must have been doing some real deep COVID operation to have that username up there. Naughty Danny, using swear words on the interweb. All right, so hopefully that will be... So then next time I open up that, I can probably open up this. And there we go. So now I can go back to opening up all my bookmarks, right-click on those, open all 40. And while I'm telling you that, while we're waiting for our meeting to start, is that if you go back to this screen here, you'll see if you go to my Contact Us page, hold your mouse over it, I've got bookmarks. Mark Zuckerberg, that would be a good one. And here you can submit anonymously Zoom links to meetings where you think things are going on. and I'll go in there and investigate and monitor these Zoom meetings. And that's how I got this webinar link. Somebody's given me a secret email. So thanks very much for that. Now, to make it more exciting, you know that I follow these scammers. I also, when I find their wallet addresses, we link to their wallet addresses. So some of these are $350 million scams, and we've tracked that much money going through these super wallet addresses. So you can go have a look at the activity and see where the money goes. We've got leaders who claim they're not making any money, but when you look in their wallets, we can see the money coming in. And then we've got links to a lot of stuff. These were literally my bookmarks that I've made available to the public. And the exciting part, if you want to join in, you can see my streaming links. Boomerang, you have to log into the Zoom to use them, Overdrone. Some of them aren't that updated because I had to update it manually and I've got better things to do in my life, but you'll get the idea what we're doing here. And the other really exciting thing, other than my picture, is that we put everything into a database, and we've currently got 6 government departments that access our information. Oh, no ways, it's 60 minutes. Oh, bugger. So they've the meeting literally did say 1 o'clock, and they've rescheduled it to a minute. So currently we're doing a, I don't know, expose on a guy called Stephen, I can't even pronounce his last name properly. Let's have a wee listen.
Steve Colwill.
Steve Colwill. He's a YouTuber that thinks it's a good idea to promote investment opportunities, and as long as he's investing in the opportunity, he'll tell you about it. But he's getting commissions every time people sign up. And we've just got 51 sound files of him actually promoting opportunities. And I'm just in the background rendering a great big long, what do you call it? Great big long video of all the sound clips put together as one, which are actually very, very exciting. 0 tabs. Oh, 60, right. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. And at the moment, we're just waiting for that to render. But you'll get an idea of what we're doing if I just hit play on some of this. Let's see if we can push play and you'll hear what we're actually doing. How do you hit play on this? Oh, hold on, 1 minute, please, caller. Where's the play button? Oh, there it is.
What's going on, guys? Just wanted to touch a little bit on what I left above here. So real estate, you see me posting about this stuff all the time in here, right? When I'm down in the Dominican, I talk about how I want to grow the business.
So this is what we're doing. We're actually exposing these scammers and making them accountable for what they're doing.
Oh, and then a $25 safe ended, and then another $25 safe.
I want to get one. I've got one that's going to be... Okay, so every time he does listen to this, so every time he gives a bit of advice, oh, what am I doing here, Danny? This is what I've gone and done with it. Oh, where is it? Making a hash of this. I think I just stuffed it up. I have stuffed it up majorly. Escape. Oh, forget about that. I'm just going to shrink that down. Forget we did that. We'll do that on another day. But anyway, we've got some more videos coming up in the not too distant future. Persons of interest. So this is my database. I currently have over 400 people in here. We've segregated them into different countries now because the jurisdictions that a lot of these government agents work on can only work in America and Australia and Canada and all that sort of stuff. So, for example, we've got people who live in Dubai, and we're just building up databases. The other more exciting thing that I like doing is actually we also have got a database of Ponzi schemes and scams. And in here, we've got, I'm just going to refresh this. In here, you can see a lot of the Ponzi schemes and scams that we're investigating. So we're always looking for intel. That's what we really thrive on. And then that helps these government departments who have access to our database, and they can find out more information about it. So, for example, here's a really interesting one that we've just done so I'll show you 2 things that we've done. First thing we've done is we published a blog about a possible, or definitely a Ponzi scheme or a scam. And I'll use this one as an example, and it's called Big Gem Finance. So normally what I'll do when I have time and I'm not in bed, if I'm promoting this Big Gem Finance, I would literally put a link in there, and then they would be able to go to the blog, read all about this opportunity and see what we've researched and the like. Now, in this particular case, this company, we wrote to the FMA in, at one of my Avengers, actually wrote to the FCA and got a response from them this morning. So we've updated that. Now, basically, this company had set up a fake website that looks like the FCA, and you put the company number in here and it comes up with a fake document. And then what we've done is we've wrote to the official FCA and we've come back with this is our real link. Do not invest in this company. They're obviously doing fake blah, blah, blahs. But we've backed it all up with our own information and as well as a video showing people all the research that we do along the way. So that's what we're kind of doing here. And we're getting better at it every day. But the ironic one that we're doing at the moment, if we go back, you'll see I've got this YouTuber at the moment who thinks it's okay to promote all these opportunities. And he's done over 300 videos in a year, which is absolutely amazing. And we're going to do a video on him in about 2 or 3 weeks. But in the meantime, I'm going to do a few short videos just to really prime, because I've just been watching CoffeeZilla. Now, CoffeeZilla says that people have been copying his content and he's getting sick and tired.
Today I discovered there are AI ads running on YouTube of me scamming people with AI and crypto. Truly my worst nightmare. What's going on? Hi everybody, this is CoffeeZilla, and I don't usually do videos like this, but the crypto market is going.
So any expert would listen to that and hear the tingle in his voice to know it's not true and genuine voice, and also the movements and the lip sync isn't quite there. But CoffeeZilla is basically saying, how can a multi-million-dollar company like YouTube let people produce content like this and not have systems in place to filter out some of the things that this company was doing? So, for example, they have created a YouTube channel and they've created playlists and then added all of CoffeeZilla's videos into the playlist. So when you at a first glance, I'm seeing if I can find the clip actually, you would think that this was actually, so this is CoffeeZilla's fake CoffeeZilla, and it's spelt wrong with 2 E's, account. It's got 1,100 subscribers, which will all be fake. There's playlists in here that are all his own videos. And then here he is. I'm not AI, Rob. I am real. Yeah, so what I'm saying is it's about time that YouTube clean up the act. And while we're waiting for this webinar to start that doesn't seem to be starting, it's going to be starting at 2 o'clock. We have now got 45 minutes to play. I want to have a look at this guy's YouTube channel. Now, he did a video yesterday and he has literally taken his YouTube channel off. Well done. Well done. Good on you. Now, Steve, we have got you to remove your YouTube channel, or have you renamed it, or have you archived it? That is amazing. Good on you. Now, that would have happened after I sent an email off to 2 government agencies in Canada, and I also CC carbon copied over 30 journalists and newspaper agencies in Canada. And then he did quite a few final videos telling everyone this was his final video. And what we did is we went back to those videos, which I'll show you now. He's done that. I'm wondering if he's also, it's not red wine, by the way. It just it's cordial. I'm wondering if he's also removed his Telegram group, because that's what we want. Now, if you go to here, he did 4 videos yesterday. So we put them all into AI and we got it to take out, extract the script. And then we asked it to, scrutinize and find all the claims that he's made when he's waving a flag, telling everybody that he's not providing financial advice. He's telling everyone it's gambling, and he's only showing people his journey. But when you listen to the videos that I've done with the 51 voice recordings that were on his Telegram group, you can see he's doing more than just recording his journey. And I'm still going to do a video on this guy, because this is exactly what YouTube should be doing. They should be removing these YouTubers who are promoting these opportunities rather than letting them. I would probably even have my YouTube channel removed if they use AI to do it. But how can a multi-million-dollar company not employ a team of 1,000 people, for example, to police and use discernment and remove videos which are obviously promoting unregulated financial opportunities, because this YouTuber had done 300 videos in a year, and then he said, I didn't know what I was talking about. So then he claims that he had done more than 300 videos because he removes videos from opportunities that had fallen over, probably because he thought that he'd destroy the evidence. And also he said that he removes all the comments from people that he doesn't like. So he's sifting through the shaft, whatever that is. Yeah, he's sifting through all the, getting rid of all the shit and leaving all the good stuff, and then claiming that everyone's agreeing with what he's saying when no one gets to debate anything he's doing, which is absolutely incredible. So he's deleted his YouTube channel, I think, unless he's got private links to the videos. Now all the videos that he's done has been good. So good on you, Stephen. Now I mean that because Steve here was obviously passionate about technology and loves crypto and decided to share his journey. Yeah, right. But he had a two-edged sword with him. He was making up a bunch of baloney. So we've done a search on him, and I'm so glad I backed up a lot of the data. So this is Steve. Now, Steve, why don't you become one of the Avengers? You know this crypto world really, really well. You know, you have been chatting to TetherBot people. Now, I exposed you to TetherBot, and I told them that you had created a video endorsing TetherBot and exposing TetherBot, promoting TetherBot on social media. And then they removed my account. And then you sent me a screenshot of how they said you're all good to go. So reading through the lines, what it was actually telling me is that you have another layer of relationship with these providers of these get-rich-quick fake DeFi projects that you were promoting, and you were getting commissions from people who were signing up, even though you were just sitting here waving your hands around saying that I'm just sharing my journey and this is a casino and you could lose anything. Then when we got those videos out of your Telegram group, you were doing far more than telling people your journey. You were telling them what you were doing and telling people this is what I'd recommend doing. So you were giving recommendations. So we're going to put all those 51 video files into AI and ask it to give us all the red flags, all the promotion techniques that you were using. We're going to do a psychological assessment on the way you speak to people. And then we're going to put it all together as a final blog on you. But I will actually give credit where credit due. The fact that you have removed your YouTube channel, and that would be very hard for me to do, I take my hat off to you. And you can see I'm not wearing a hat, so it's symbolic. I would like you to really seriously think about befriending me and my Avengers, my team, and helping us go after these scammers. Because just like CoffeeZilla has just said, scammers are impersonating people who are trying to stop scams. I'm not always going to get my message correct. I'm not always going to deliver the true and truthful story. In fact, when I went to the Global Financial Crime Summit in Australia about 6 or 8 months ago, the lady who was speaking on the stage stopped and pointed at me and just said, the only way we're going to stop these criminals is by causing disruption. And I will cause disruption in any which way possible. So let's fight back and let's say we've had enough. I mean, think about Steve's story here. We've got Steve who has, these are the thumbnails off his YouTube channel. He has been promoting every Ponzi scheme that I have seen other people promoting, like people like Maya Samavu. And it is breathtaking to see that these guys think they have some right to create a thumbnail to entice people. I mean, is this guy documenting his journey when he's telling people 3.3 to 3.9 daily forever? Is that telling people your journey, or is that an advert for the Ponzi scheme or scam? And also, if you're only documenting your journey, then why would you have an affiliate link in the description of the video? It just goes on and on. Like BeyondBit, they've got a fake CEO. We've received videos of the real fake CEO, and he speaks a different language. Now, in this particular scam that Steve said's been going for 16 months, he actually said that it's not a scam because he still gets money from it. Ah, he goes. And I'm going, what? So why would you do that? Why would you promote something you know is a scam, you know it's going to fall over because he says, oh, because I tell people it's gambling. How many other people would have listened to what you said and signed up for that platform? You are supporting human trafficking. These scams that are produced actually come from human trafficking compounds. And that's what you're actually supporting by, feeding these people. Now, you might think that's a bit far-fetched and you may not really realize the bigger extent. So this is a lady by Erin West, and Erin West is a friend or a colleague of mine, and we went to the same global, what do they call it? I've got the thingy here. This thing here. I went to this, the Global Financial Crime Summit 2024. I met Erin West for the first time. We've chatted over the phone. And in here, she fights human trafficking compounds. She's got, I've got 200 videos on my computer of people being tortured in human trafficking compounds. You've seen these scammers, not scammers, these scam baiters, these people that stop people. That's who she rolls with. And these are, human trafficking compounds that she's doing reporting on. This is Myanmar. She's in Thailand. Over the road is human trafficking compound. So all these programs that you've been promoting and telling people you're just gambling with are literally coming out of these human trafficking compounds. And she's having some great success at the moment. She's creating some awareness, and we're backing her, and she's backing me. We've had enough. I've got whistleblowers on board. So if you went to this particular opportunity, you can see that these are 400 people. Terry James, have you heard of him? Well, he's involved with Ultima. And the other day, he turns up in a Rolls Royce at an event, and he's showing off his flashy lifestyle. And it is literally sickening. Have a look at this. I'm not going to play the music, but this is the events that these guys are going to promote crypto, and they are living literally not of things that are generating income. They're living off people who are investing, hoping that this is going to be real, and these guys are getting all the money and using it to promote these events. So is this the way you want to live your life? Do you want to be part of these scam networks which are, leasing Rolls Royce cars because they've got so many people in their downlines, and then they'll create all this hype? Or are you sitting here thinking, oh, I know it will fall over, but in the meantime, I'm going to make a little bit of money out of somebody who was unlucky? What do you want to do? Can we turn Steve around to be an Avenger? Do you really want to support these type of people who are just telling people to have faith? I mean, this is what we're doing. So we're documenting, we're researching, we're building databases on people like Terry James. And then when you go to my website, you'll see that I was up to 4:30 in the morning last night. I woke up from a deep sleep at 8:30 in the morning because I needed to sleep. So if you go to Terry James, you'll see that I have documented as much as I can about the guy. I'll get some critic telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about, that I haven't got all my facts 100% right. I don't care if I've got 5% of my facts right. I'm trying to do my best to get these message out about this guy and his partner. We found his partner's name. We've got videos of these guys promoting.
You need to reach that million. Record it. Okay, we can start that little bit again.
Start that bit again, yes.
Okay.
So we have all the interpreters connected. I'll just share a slide.
So when you research these people, you find out they have NLP training. You find out they're associated with people like Des Amy, who had his company taken off him in the UK. We find that these guys started their scammy dream from being associated with Hyperverse and Hyperfund, Hypercapital, Hypertech Group, Hyperplanet, Hypernation, Hypercosmos, Hyperplanet. Did I say that? I think I did. And what I'm getting at is these scams just rinse and repeat themselves. And it's left to people like me, a lone YouTuber out there trying to, and then I get berated by people like Steve because they think that I don't know what I'm talking about. His text that he sent me yesterday was telling me I'm an old man. And I go, really? Is that the best you can do? Because I have never got involved in these scams. I'm not trying to push anything on you. This is not what I do. But I will research these people. I will go into these databases. I will put my neck on the line. I'll fight this battle. I've got people like Sharvis Anwar. I don't even have a hell of a lot on him. But I have photos of images of him when we're trying to find the real him and how we research and we do reverse image lookups on people. We're trying to find out who his father is. We're trying to find out where that guy came from. Now, here he is. We've found that he was working with another fake guy, Pavel, who was meant to be the person that created this fake arbitrage trading bot, which, yes, you could have made a few dollars at the start and got a few commission dollars along the way. And they could have gone to Dubai and launched it and looked legitimate. And then you find out that everyone lost all their USDT and they decided that they would refund people because it didn't work, even though we fully exposed it. Rob, who's in the channel right now, myself, fully exposed these bastards. And what did they do? They took the website off a day after we proved that we were controlling who was getting paid the 20 or the 60 cents every time they did an arbitrage trading because it was all governed. It was ridiculous. And then they refunded everyone into their own blockchain money. So BTCC is their own blockchain. You bought it in USDT. They refunded people into BTCC. And then you can't use your BTCC to buy into the next project. You can get a discount of 40% if you use your BTCC money to buy these things. And it's just scam after scam after scam. And everyone, then here's a Bloomberg documentary where I'm featured. And here I am going after the biggest
You are
scammers.
a real piece of
That's my video at the start of this Bloomberg documentary. Nearly 600,000
believe
people
I've
have watched this.
your money. You destroyed your dreams when you stopped believing in me.
There are two sides to Sam Lee.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'd like to introduce you to my girlfriend. We all know who I'm talking about right here. It's Bitcoin.
With Hyperverse and Blockchain Global, he's championed the potential of cryptocurrencies.
Bitcoin is just part of the fintech revolution. We're able to democratize currency, just like how the internet democratized information.
He's appeared on a...
Forever, right? They earned it.
So I did my apprenticeship going after Sam Lee and Hyperverse. In this very blurry photo here, you've got May Samavu, you've got Gobi, you've got Sharvis Anwar on the job claiming that he was working for Sam under Hyper One. We've followed these guys for every part of it. We've got intel on them. Sarah Martin, a reporter.
These are getting resolved.
A reporter from the Guardian newspaper published 14 articles about the start and the end of Hyperverse. She published about Stephen Reese Lewis. A guy by the name of Mark Gamble did reverse image lookup and found the real Stephen Reese Lewis living in Thailand, doing newsreel updates. He's a sports commentator based in Thailand. We found him on Strava. We found the guy who was meant to be the CEO of a company that defrauded people out of $1.9 billion. But then you've got people like Steve who said, it's okay to have a dabble. And look, and here I come. Me on my horse. I could talk about Sam Lee for 20 weeks. I see a lot of people that are drawn into these schemes. They show nice cars, nice houses, nice holidays, happy people. But I don't see happy people. No, it's Mark Gamble. They just happen to have the same name, Microsoft Certified Trainer. So Mark Gamble is a YouTuber. Mark Gamble is, oh, have I not got him there? Mark Gamble, green, something. Where is he? Top secret. What have we got? Mark Gamble. Mark Gamble. Where's Mark Gamble? Come on, Mark. Where are you hiding? Mark Gamble. We go Stephen Reese Lewis. Yeah. Where is he? Yeah, so that's the video I did about it. So that's Sarah Martin, Steve Reese Lewis, and then there'll be, if we go into here, you'll find, I was so happy that day. Where's Mark? Is he in here? Mark, Hyperverse, signed, Mark, Guardian, newspaper. Yeah, but anyway, it's Mark Gamble. So these are the articles that they did. So it's nice to be able to work with reporters. And it's also great to be able to, be part of exposing these people. And also, even just while I'm here, Vera lost, I've forgotten how much she lost. I think it was $70,000 or $80,000 to these schemes. I'm the one that has, I'm the one that hear about all the sad stories. A guy rang me up the other day, lost, he doesn't realize he's lost it yet, but he's lost $325,000. Another guy paid me $200 to do a review on his website. No, it's Jack Gamble. It might be Jack Gamble. Susie, you are amazing. Jack Gamble. I'm spelling it wrong. My life is always spelling bee. Can't put that into ChatGPT. Susie's trying to get it to me as fast. There he is. Nobody Special Finance. So here, this guy here is amazing. He's got 61,000 subscribers. You go into his lives and he has something ridiculous like 200 people in his lives. He's really, really cool. And I've been on a show, really, really nice guy. Let's have a look and see if we can find it. Probably not. 11 days ago, he's rampant. But anyway, I did a video, a really funny video when he exposed Stephen Reese Lewis. But really good guy. But it's so lovely to be part of this network of going after these scammers. Now, Susie, I don't know if you were listening, but Stephen has actually removed or deleted his YouTube channel. There he is, which is fantastic. So listen to this.
Scam token, and nobody. This guy is Stephen Reese Lewis. He's the CEO of the now defunct crypto platform Hyperverse. And there's one big problem. Stephen Reese Lewis does not exist. It's a fake name, fake identity with a very impressive fake resume that was created for the purposes of pumping this scam token, and nobody has been able to figure out who this guy really is. Or should I say, nobody special has been able to figure out who this guy really is. Considering the fact that he helped steal over $1.3 billion from thousands of unsuspecting investors last year, well, I'm going to tell you who he really is, where he really is, and how I found him. What's up, guys? I'm Nobody Special, and this whole thing started yesterday when I saw this article in The Guardian, Chief Executive of Collapsed Crypto Fund.
So the real nice thing is The Guardian were too scared to publish information about me because they thought they were going to get sued. But Sarah Martin, the reporter, we worked together. She was on the phone most days asking for intel, asking questions, and at the end of it, she actually published 14 different articles, which was fantastic. And on the 14th article, they actually did mention me, and I did get some credit for my hard work. I'm not trying to pin a tail on the donkey. What I am trying to do is get more awareness of what I'm doing. But this guy really took the cake. And this is what I'm saying, guys. I mean, I'm not trying to, I get accused, this guy, let's just say Steve was accusing me of simply just doing this because I'm trying to build a YouTube audience. Yeah, I am trying to build a YouTube audience, and I'm trying to build a YouTube audience who's had enough. I'm sick and tired of people being scammed. I'm sick and tired of YouTube letting YouTubers. So the fact that Digital Degen's 44 channel is unavailable means that the email that I sent at 4 a.m. last night to all the news stories freaked him out enough to get him to remove his channel. Whether it's back in another form, whether Steve has put his hands in his head and decided that that enough is enough and he wasn't doing the right thing, or whether he's going to swallow his pride and actually, maybe help us. And I mean that sincerely, because this is Steve, and I don't want to. I do get some aspects of wanting to be involved in crypto, and I get it. But I don't really like seeing Steve looking like this. But why don't you help us, Steve? Why don't you help us? Why don't you help us fight these scammers? People who are starting these platforms up. And I'm going to continue to do the videos about you, and I'm going to continue to expose you as a scammer, because you're not the only one doing it. Here's a fake FCA website. A fake FDA website where you can chuck in a company number of a scam and find a fake document. You were promoting this Ponzi scheme that was using this. You promoted it. I've got Ponzi scheme and scammers. Now that's my list of people who are scammers. And look, let's go May Summervu. My crypto pays me daily. Jack of whatever. All these here. Rob Busser. Mars Honda Henderson. Legacy Queen. Douglas Ford. Jan Gregory. Troy 3 Media. Roy Canarcha. Limitless. Diversified Ventures. Diversified Ventures? This is back on a loser's job, thanks to me. He works for the government. And we just happen to be corresponding with his government at the moment in the department he works. And we have got those people who are human resources corresponding with us. So these are exciting times. Now, look, I'm just opening up because I've got better things to do with my time. No, I haven't. This is May Summervu. So Steve decided to get videos from other YouTubers who are trying to set up YouTube videos to stop me exposing them. Steve, I've got 1, 2, 3. So the other day, we've had some websites shut down. So this is the first website. This was Danny DeHeck Real Face. And these are videos. This is another one where there's videos that have been set up by scammers, just like they have done with CoffeeZilla, using royalty-free images to create a persona that I'm a scammer. And dumb, weak-minded people look at this and go, oh, this is real. And there's no, this is a funny thing. And it's just as flattering that this is happening to me. There's another YouTube channel. I can sit here all day long reporting this to YouTube, but the question is, why does YouTube allow this to continue? Why don't they look at this and go, this isn't the real Danny? This channel is telling people this is my channel. So when here's my birth certificate, here's my passport, YouTube, if I want to give them that information, why don't they take this down? This just muddies the waters. It's just ridiculous. Then you're thinking, well, like Carl Harvesting. We have done some cracker videos on this guy. He hasn't published a new video for 8 years. But you go to his Vimeo account, and now he's gone to the underworld. And he hides in the underworld. And we still get tip-offs. I've had this guy crying in Zoom meetings while I'm broadcasting him live, but it doesn't stop him. So we cause disruption. Crazy Tommy. I don't even know who this. Oh, Crazy Tommy. Yeah. So this guy, another guy that can use YouTube to promote his scams. I can't remember the name, how to pronounce the name of the scam, but it's one that's been rebranded. Oh yes, it's one I'm actually doing at the moment. VBX. And I've forgotten the name, but Akita Ryder. So this guy's the man behind it. So there's his YouTube channel, and he's got a lovely young daughter who's always in his videos with him, which looks like a beautiful young girl, and she's gonna grow up and know that her dad is promoting scams. Do you want to be that guy, Stephen? ACM Global, Aquamarine Club. This one here had another fake CEO. Did you promote this as well, Stephen? This one here had a German-born Nigerian B-grade actor as their fake CEO. It was Ponzi Patrol, who did a video exposing the fake CEO. And once again, they had this guy in front of the camera talking, and then as soon as he was exposed as a fake CEO, he disappeared. And so did everyone's money who invested in it. And we've got Mike Lucas and Mike Johnson, or Johnson. They were what we call Dumber and Dumber, and they were promoting it. They even had Chavis on their show promoting Boomerang, which is another fake arbitrage trading one. We Are All Satoshi. This is the one that we've spent most of the time doing. A year ago was the last time they published a video on their YouTube channel. And then to counteract that, we decided it would be a clever idea to set up a lookalike website, because we knew they were rebranding themselves to Affiliate Marketing 3.0 BTCC. So we hogged that name and set up a YouTube channel and grabbed their videos. Did what basically happened to CoffeeZilla, but we did it to a scam company instead. Absolutely ridiculous. And Steve, one thing you haven't done, you may not notice, we have ways of cloning you, and we can use you. So, for example, I'm going to ring up a scammer called Carl Miller. And this is what we could have done with you, which we still might do. But we want you to become an Avenger. Do you want to call? Yes. So I'm going to call up a scammer at the moment. G'day, Carl. How are you doing today? Hey, look, I'm just doing a live, and I wanted to show people what it's like to be able to ring up and talk to a real Australian scammer.
Fine, and you? I'm not a scammer, mate, but I'm the perfect bad guy for your show, so you would call me a scammer regardless of what I say here.
Well, yes, but we do know that you're on the dole and you earn $738.60 a fortnight, and we know that you are trying to build your future in crypto world, and you're actually promoting a Ponzi scheme, or what I like to call a scam, and you still think you have a right to do so.
It's my right to do whatever I want, mate. I'm not asking anyone to give me their money. I'm telling people to go and have a look at the website and make up their opinion. But you are jealous of anyone who actually makes money. Just because you are poor, you want me to be poor as well.
Quite happy being poor, but that's just one Carl Miller. Let's go to Rory Kanacha. Rory Kanacha was helping people get their crypto back. For a year and a half, he decided to collect a database, build a community, telling people he was going to help get their crypto back from an opportunity that he promoted. And now he's promoting StepChain to the same community he was trying to save. So he's a scammer, and his cousin did a full 12-page document on the whole investment strategy that he come up with, and how she's lost, she sold, I think, 3 or 4 houses and then gave it all to her cousin, Rory Kanacha, that she grew up with, and lost the lot. These are the scammers' victims. These are the victims, and these are the liars. This is Rory Kanacha. G'day, Rory. How you doing?
Hey there, friend. I'm doing great, just living the dream and taking on anyone who stands in my way. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing all right, mate. Hey, I hear that you've now started promoting StepChain. Have you done research and due diligence on the company like all the other opportunities that you've promoted over the years?
Oh, absolutely, mate. I always do my due diligence, and StepChain is no different. I've thoroughly researched the company and their business model, and I'm confident in their vision and potential. Trust me, I would never promote anything I didn't truly believe in.
Excellent. Can you please give me one opportunity that you have promoted that actually has delivered on what you said they would?
Sure, mate. Look, I've promoted several opportunities over the years, and not everyone has panned out as expected. But let me give you one example that delivered on its promises. Hyperfund Global. It's a solid platform that provided real returns for its investors. Now, it did have some rough patches, but overall, it proved to be a valuable opportunity for those who took advantage. So there's one success story for you.
I missed the name because I weren't listening. I'm looking at somebody in the chat room telling me not to use his name, Steve. It's a different Steve. Anyway, Roy, the opportunity you just mentioned, is it still going today?
Oh, don't worry about it, mate. I'll say it again, Hyperfund Global. And sure, it's still going strong today. Investors are still benefiting from their involvement. Now, it's not without risks, of course, but it's a legitimate and successful platform.
Good on you, mate. That's the only one you can find, and even I don't believe that's true. But anyway, good on you, mate. I'll catch you next time, and stop scamming people, you mongrel.
Hey, who are you calling a mongrel?
But anyway, you can see some of the techniques and some of the uses of AI we have, but we need people to join us. We need people like Steve. We need Steve, who's just removed his channel from the internet because he's worried about getting his ass kicked by the Canadian authorities, or he's decided he's had enough and he's just going to give up and keep face, and everything I was doing was right, and he's going to keep his nose in the air. Or Steve could say, look, Danny got me. Danny got me. He exposed me. He made me realize what I was doing, and now I want to go against these people who are running scams. Now, there is a guy that's in our networks, and he had very similar. So I went to Avengers. So these are the good guys that I'm opening up who are actually helping us fight these scams. And I'm just, well, some of them have, there he is. So I've got Craig Watton in there. Oh my God, he's got to be moved over. Let's put him in Ponzi schemers. There we go. But what I'm getting at here, I'm just going to go through some of the bad people. So my crypto pays me daily. This guy here, we took him off his pedestal as well, but he's now promoting what he believes is a genuine opportunity called MoveQuest. So he's only promoting the one opportunity because he's put all in. They've lost, their token was worth $100 and now it's worth $10. And every day that token plummets. And it's always quite fun watching to see where that is. MoveQuest, they pump and dump it. And if you know how to read these graphs better than me, then you can basically figure out whether that's true for real. But when you come here, you'll see it's worth $14. That's the most. But look at these lines. All of a sudden, it's got a great big green candle. And then it got right down to like $4. And then we've got people who have shown us transactions from Lynette, the lady behind the company, saying that she's moving money out of here and putting it into a different opportunity. So, and then you got Bank of Gerald. This guy was worse. Now, we went through here and we found over 200 scams that this guy has promoted. And he's got 21,000 subscribers, and he's promoting the same thing. MoveQuest. It just goes on and on. So how do we stop these guys? I don't even know who that one is. And this guy here, Rob Buster, he is, I've got 11 minutes to go before we start. Rob Buster publishes a video, about 5 or 6 videos a day. Now look at this. 14 hours ago, 18 hours ago, 20 hours ago, a day ago. So in the last, he's doing, let's say he's just doing 4 videos a day. 3 views, 13 views, 3 views, 5 views. Yesterday's videos, he did 7 videos, 3 views, 13 views, 10 views, 6 views, 11 views, 16 views, more than he normally gets, to be honest. Here's this, the 2 days ago, 1 view, 2 views, 3 views, 5 views, one of them himself. See, so he's uploading so much content. And no one's reading it, and no one's looking at it. And then you go, he also does it in, what do they call it? Rumble. I get every day I get an email from Rumble telling me that he's uploaded some new videos. And I go in there and I go, oh my God, I don't even look at the videos. But this guy, why is he allowed to exist on the internet? And what's he doing? Is he trying to share his journey? Or is he trying to get people to sign up so that he can get a commission? The guy's an idiot. Mars Honda Henderson. Now, we're going to do a whole documentary on her. I monitor her Zoom meeting every day, and she kicks me out every day. It's a wee game we play. But now she's promoting another opportunity secretly, and she removes her videos. So she was promoting Trades Technologies along with David Chandler. And when Trades Technologies stole $11 million from people, she removed all the videos. And then she put a hard luck video on here about how Danny DeHeck's coming after me and telling lies about me.
And say, you know, negative things. But I just went back to, there's two things that came to me. This Galatians 6:9-10. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all. And so, you know, this morning on my prayer call, I just asked for God to help me to forgive and to not do his work, because in his work, it says, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, and that God will do that. I have to just stay focused on this part, continuing to do what is good. And my good is helping people to, you know, create the life that they deserve, helping them with their mindset through difficult times. So I was so interesting that I came to this. I made this video probably over a year ago, but God brought it to me right now. But I just wanted to share with you guys that, you know, what people intended to harm me, God will intend it for good. He will turn it around. And
So this is Mars Honda's Henderson saying that I'm harassing her. We've found where she lives. We know her house. We've got everything about her. You know, but since then, she's still promoting Ponzi schemes and scams. She's telling people they invest $50 in a educational program, you can make $500. It just goes on and on and on. So that's just Mars Honda Henderson. That's funny. She must have renamed it something Queen, Lucky Queen. She must have renamed her YouTube channel. Hey, that's the other thing I haven't done. Where is this guy's Den? What's his name? Den. So I'm just going to check that he hasn't renamed his YouTube channel. And suppose if he had renamed his YouTube channel, it would still, the videos wouldn't be gone, wouldn't it? So he's obviously deleted his YouTube channel to save his bacon, or he's decided to become an Avenger. And that's what I hope Steve becomes. Steve, I can't remember his last name. That's the problem with it. There it is, Steve Colwill. There you go, Steve. So if he has renamed his YouTube channel, which would be a possibility, but unlikely. But let's have a look. We're going to go Digital Degen. So there we go. So now when you search for his channel, you're going to find all these videos where I've exposed him and all that sort of stuff. But good on you, mate. That's what we want. That's a victory for the Avengers. There's no doubt about that. Jan Gregory. Well, just a couple of days ago, I saw him at an event showing that he's still rampant as ever, and he's trying to encourage people to buy these harvesting things you put in front of a computer, a mining computer, and you're going to make money from doing so. It's friggin' hilarious. Now, I've got people that have paid $1,000 for one of these bit harvest thingies, and they're telling me that so far they've got 33 cents out of it. So it's you know, it's just how many tails can you put on a donkey. Roy, whatever his last name is, he was part of the Satoshi Club. He claims he doesn't get out of bed unless he can make $50,000 a month from promoting these opportunities. He's in bed with David Chandler, all connected to Mars Honda Henderson. Mars 3, another scam. What do we got here? We've got Rory Kanacha, already talked about him, now off promoting Step Club after spending 18 months claiming he's going to help people get their money back from scams. It just goes on. Limitless, I don't even know who that is, but it does ring a bell. But I bookmark all these opportunities. Diversified Ventures. Well, he's a guy that's about to lose his job and he doesn't know it. Pascal works in Canada. 14,000 subscribers. That's another one. That's the crypto. Oh, interesting. Crypto Anzac crypto whalers. Yvonne Henry. Have they taken that off as well? So things have been, people are losing their nerves. There's only one Steve. Terry, remember Terry? You've got to watch this one.
Several calls tonight from your old friend from across the ditch.
Who's that? Gimmicky?
No, across the ditch. DDH.
Oh, who called you? Oh, did he call you? Did he?
Yeah. Wouldn't answer. Just send me text messages.
Block him, please.
I have. Yeah.
Like, I have got his phone number I load it into my phone and then I block him.
So that's just have a look at the text I sent you and set the message I sent you on Telegram, and see whether it's the same number.
Okay. Now, you want me to check now?
Well, he'd been on the video. He said, "Watch me on."
I think that's why you don't drink and text. Look, we've got all the time. We go into these Zoom meetings and we stumble across Zoom meeting. Here's 309 people in a Zoom meeting at the moment.
इस प्लेटफॉर्म ने जो है अपना नाम, अपना पहचान मार्केट के अंदर बनाया है। विगत 15 महीने के अंदर दोस्तों ये सिस्टम जो है ये इसने अपना वर्ल्ड वाइड परिचम लहराया है और बहुत सारे ऐसे सैकड़ों ऐसे लीडर हैं जिन्होंने इस सिस्टम के थ्रू अपने ड्रीम
So they're all the same, these meetings. That one's in Hindi. But there's 300 people in here. You can't put your hand up because you get kicked out. You can't turn your camera on and you can't go into the chat room and you sit here and be gaslighted to these by these people. It's just absolutely ridiculous. ID, yep, well, that's what we do here. So the ID in this room is, but you can't do anything, Bob. ID is that. And so we've got a team of Avengers. We have a bit of fun on the internet. And isn't that what it's all about? Having a bit of fun. Passwords 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we have a bit of fun, you know? And we do go after these scammers. And I get, and I do make money online myself. And that's what I do. I teach people how to do drop shipping, and I do drop shipping as well. And it's not illegal. I don't think it's illegal. But that's how I make my living online. So Steve, if you're listening to us, you know, you've got a good computer knowledge. Why don't you help us produce videos? Why don't you go against these guys, which instead of feeding them money, get your money out of all these platforms as much as you can and stop it? I mean, do you really want to be part of all these, you know, companies that start these bloody scams all the time? So, you know, and you're not the only one doing it. Rob Worley, well, he's one of my he's on here at the moment. He's a professional stutterer. He's done lots of videos with us. He's often my sidekick, as they say. And he's a YouTuber. He's done amazing videos exposing scams. And now he's exposing Donald Trump. Bob. Well, Bob is actually right here. Is ID right? ID 78. Hold it. Password. Oh, mate, put a 7 in front of it. Sorry, mate. I'll just paste it back. So there we go. So anyway, we've got a good team of Avengers behind us, and we can make a difference. So the fact that we've managed to get Steve to remove his channel, Spooky Chicken. Now he got 6 copyright strikes the other day, and he was asking me for advice how to get his YouTube channel back. This guy is doing amazing videos, really, really good videos, exposing these scammers, and he's going in hot, and it's brilliant. He's done a good job. Low subscriber count. Not because of his content, but just simply because it's so hard to get traction when you're exposing scammers. All right, what else we got here? Let's have a look and see if we're organizer. It is 1 minute 2. Queen of Karma, absolutely amazing lady. I was on her live last night at 4 a.m. in the morning. I was still up and I was listening to her live. She could be live right now. 6 hours ago, I was on this stream listening to this idiot with her commenting. 4,000 people. She's got the most views out of anyone at the moment. But she's doing bloody well. She had like 200 people in her chat room listening to this Gumpy talk. It was brilliant. Oh, thanks, Susie. I should be posting these as well, really. That's another channel. These are backup channels where we build archives of these scammers. So here's a lady here who says that if you pay her $25, you can make $442,860 a month. As long as you pay her $25 to be in her forced 3 times matrix pyramid scheme. We've shut down her payment gateways. She was getting money from NowPay and also TigerPay. We wrote to them. We did the hard yards. We got them shut down. They're now telling people that they can pay with GreenPay via bank, US only. They claim they have 160 countries who are interested in their scam. They claim they've got 70,000 members. When they haven't, they've got 70,000 people on a mailing list. Now we've found out we've got court documents from a college that claims that they've stole their database and they're marketing to people in this college, and this is where this data came from. You know, we've got court documents, we've got cease and desist orders, we've got everything you can think of. So this is just a backup channel of these naughty people. Julia Anderson. Now, I just clicked one of her videos today. She is brilliant. She has had cease and desist letters. She had to quieten down some of her tone for a wee while. She's back on her feet now. She's doing videos on a daily basis. This lady used to promote multi-level marketing, never made the money that they said they were going to make, and now she, exposes these people. So I'll just put these links in here as we go through. But join CoffeeZilla. As I said, this is CoffeeZilla's real channel. But if you went to CoffeeZilla, has it got 2 E's? You'll probably find, or maybe it's 2 O's. I didn't quite see it. Maybe it's CoffeeZilla. And you'll see that YouTube allow these channels. That's not going to work. But anyway, he was on there a wee while ago. Maybe it's got 3 L's. He was showing off a channel that's ripped him off. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's. I'm just having a wee guess here. So he said it was something similar, but I'm just thinking if I was a scammer, what would I use? Nothing. Well, maybe if we just do a search on YouTube for CoffeeZilla, because what happens, YouTube seem to favor the new guy. So when you search for CoffeeZilla, we'll probably find millions of views. Oh, yeah. So here's extras. But you'll probably find... oh, no, that might be him there, actually. Day ago, video, subscribe. Oh, this is extras. I don't even know what this one is. See, we don't even know if this is real and genuine. And then you'll go on here, because these are all playlist videos. Don't know, it's tricky anyway. You get the idea. Hey, this isn't starting yet. Do they know that we're broadcasting it live? Have we stopped another seminar, maybe? Has it been postponed? April the 17th. It's tomorrow. It's just tomorrow. Have they changed it to tomorrow? I think they have. I think that there is actually going to be tomorrow. So that's just absolutely hopeless. Yeah, I think it is tomorrow because I'm in today. I'm the 17th today, but I'm sure that changed. I thought it was no, it's got the webinar is about to start, and it used to have a countdown on it. So it is correct. I did have it right, but maybe because it's, I don't know why it's got the 17th of April, because it's the 17th of April here in I don't know, but I don't even know what country this webinar is coming from. But the fact is the webinar is about to start means that we did have it right, because it was a countdown on there this morning, and that's why I was interested. So they keep changing the dates. Maybe they don't want me to broadcast it. Well, that's a threat, isn't it? The crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger is about to broadcast something. Crypto G. Now, there's one of the Avengers, one of the most technical, level-headed people on the fleet of Avengers. Please subscribe. Oh, he's got 1.7. It's got 1,700 subscribers at the moment. He's done videos, deep dives. So those people who go, I want rock solid evidence that it's a scam. Crypto G has done amazing videos. A month ago. How come I didn't see this one? Ooh.
Hey guys, Crypto G in for another session of Fact or
Got to get him to turn his volume up.
Well, it has been a long time since my last confession, but this one is bucking the trend and may well be that genuine crypto opportunity you have been looking for.
No way.
Today we are covering a blockchain tech project that has been building a post-quantum resistant security protocol that uses a distributed network of nodes to negate the vulnerability inherent in centralized systems, the single point of attack. What the hell does that mean, you are probably thinking? Okay, so let's break it down.
See, and you will learn stuff by listening to Crypto G. I don't follow it. I don't follow the crypto stuff. He does follow it. He was actually on Steve's videos, basically challenging him, because Steve was saying, the other Steve Colwill, whatever his name is, he was saying, what was he saying? He was saying that these are not DeFi platforms that you are promoting. And Steve wrote back, and then the video this morning was pretty shocking. But, that's what he was doing. He was in there saying the truth, but what Steve was doing was deleting all the comments he didn't like, and only leaving the ones that shined him in a good light. There's a lost soldier. That's one of our favourite Avengers. Gone missing in action. Hopefully he comes back to us soon. Make the dream great again. We banged heads a little bit when we started going after Donald Trump. He said that we were misinformed and we weren't hearing him. So we don't know where he's gone, but hopefully he'll come back. That's our Richard. Ponzi Patrol. Great. Doesn't do a video every day, but does do a good video really well. The last video he did was on the fake CEO.
For the $1 million question.
Have a look at this. This is worth your weight in gold. Here we go. Watch
What if I
this.
told you that this man that you're looking at is not who he says he is? Surely you believe me, because this is a ridiculous wig. And look at those glasses. Clearly a disguise. But I have to admit, it did have me stumped for a minute. Then I dug a lot deeper and, well, I'll show you what I found. Welcome to the Aquamarine Club, the joke of all Ponzi schemes.
Could you share a few of the things that you do to make sure the fund...
So this is Dumb and Dumber, and this is their fake CEO, born in Germany and living in Nigeria, working as a B-grade actor.
are protected or secure?
Yes, of course. Yes. See, aside from the huge investment, what I made for the software, for the software and the arbitrage, I invested a lot of money.
Meet Michael Garrett, or real name,
oh my God,
Guido Gerhardt. At least the last names sound similar, I guess. This moron thinks that wearing a wig and glasses is going to keep his identity hidden. Let me give it a try.
What is up, guys? My name is Lou, and this is Crypto Truth Bombs, the one and only spot in all of crypto to get a no-nonsense, no BS assessment. Guys, I have some huge news.
So we've got a great team of Avengers, and we go after these people. I would not have been up to 4:30 actually last night producing blog content to stop, Steve, whatever his last name, the other Steve. Your name's not even Steve, it's Fitness New Zealand. So I don't know what you're going on about, Steve. As you can see, if you go back to Steve's messages, he was saying, using his name in vain. Look at this going across the top. It said, Steve. Oh, yeah. But, it's fun. We do enjoy it. I have fun on the internet. I do like being a YouTuber, and I do like stopping these scammers. But other YouTubers are out there, and they need your support. So make sure that you do, join these people. These are other people, which I've forgotten who they are, but they reach out to me and I put them in the Avenger list. Now, this one here is 5 months ago, local places. And this is the one that we're waiting for the seminar.
In the United States, or have bank accounts in the United States. So I want to do a thorough review over this. It took me a while to get this video because I was trying to get my own copy to the PDF presentation, but couldn't get my hands on it. So I'm going to have to settle for the next best thing, which is a video that I got a hold of like 5 days ago. So before I get into this video, you should have taken the time out to read the disclaimer again. If you did not do that, please.
Now, we call him, what do we call him? I'm going to read his name because I always get his name wrong, and it's
Elitize Mincy.
Elitize Mincy used to promote Ponzi schemes and scams. And then he realized that this is not good going forward. So my challenge to Steve, the other Steve, is delete all your videos on your YouTube channel. Keep the YouTube channel and your subscribers that you've got, if you haven't already deleted it, and start producing content to go after these scammers. And we'll work with you. We don't want to berate you. We don't want to go after you, but it's going to be a good story where we turn people around. And that's my plea to you. This isn't about Danny's YouTube channel. This isn't about my ego, my pride. This is about stopping, having a go, causing disruption, and actually going after these people who are producing these schemes. Now, this very video here is very good because we can watch this and learn about local city places and find out what the scam was. I don't need to do all the work and the research because Elitize has already done it.
please go back and do so that way we're on the same page. So with that said, let's go ahead and get to this video. Local City Place's website is buggy. It can be slow and everything like that. So it lets me know that there's not a whole lot of money being put into here to increase the server speed and handle the volume of traffic that they're trying to aim for, right? So that right there is something that I noticed. And when you get to the video, and I'm gonna go ahead and just play this whole thing, you know, so that way you can see the presentation and I can break down what the presenter is talking about as well. All right. And so when I got a hold of this video, I went ahead and shared it with Danny the Heck as well. So he's already done his full review showing the same video. And so if you haven't checked out Danny the Heck or the Ponzi Avenger YouTube channel, go and check that out. He's already creating a database on this opportunity as well, as we already believe this right here is a major Ponzi scam. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to this video, and so that way I can break it down as time goes along.
See, record. Hey everybody, good morning. I appreciate you taking the time to come in on this Saturday morning and spend a few minutes with me. I wanted to get you this information as soon as I could. That's why the impromptu meeting. This is kind of a private meeting. It's basically for people that are in the circle. That's why you've been invited here. Okay. So I'm just gonna get into things. I haven't really studied this presentation in this slideshow. Okay, so it might be a little funky. All right. But I guarantee you, by the time I get done with this, you'll totally understand what's going on and you will want to take advantage of the situation. Okay? Over these last few years, oh my, years, many of us have gone through the ringer.
All right, so interesting news, guys. I'm just on the other screen over here, and this webinar that we had all set to go has ended. Now, over there didn't let us in. It's a private webinar, but it didn't say anything about join the webinar civic time, browser tab, desktop mobile. So that whole webinar was postponed. Well, it doesn't happen anymore. So that's just absolutely crazy. Hey, look, yeah, so anyway, so I showed you these YouTubers. I won't carry on with Elatai's meeting, but let's have a look and see if we can see any Zoom meetings happening at the moment that we can go in there and courses. So this is Mars Honda Henderson's meeting. So she's just removed me, even though she didn't know who I was, but she's in there every day promoting Ponzi schemes and scams, trying to help her community get rich quick, which is translated, she's getting referral money from influencing people. So this one here is still going. There's no point listening to it. It's in a different language, unless Bob's in there doing something. Microphone isn't working. Well, we know that, and that's good. So I'm just going to carry on and see. So this is what I do: is I have all these tabs open, and then I just literally sit here all day long, logging in to Zoom meetings. And if you are wanting to go in here and check out these Zoom meetings, the trick is not to use Zoom. Uninstall it from your computer and literally go in here on a web browser. Now, if they kick you out of the room, you empty the cache on your computer and or use a different browser. So I literally have 7 browsers available on my computer, and when I find a live meeting, one that's actually happening, I will go and use one of these screens that you can see right now to broadcast the meeting, and then I cause havoc on one of 6 different browsers in the background. Now, when I had my iMac Pro 13-inch i7 Mac, I literally had smoke. Well, not literally, but my computer was dying and my broadcasting was poor. But I now use a webcam as my broadcasting software. And as I speak, I actually am broadcasting on 7 different platforms at the same time. which is fantastic. And also, when I prepare all my content, I do my research, obviously using ChatGPT, and I've mastered the art of using ChatGPT to the inch of its life, which is fantastic. I don't know why that's got a meeting on it. So let's go into here. I'm trying to find this meeting. I go into bookmarks. I put that in there, and I find that the password to that meeting is actually. I'm just going to go back and grab that. But see, we have quite good records. So I'm now going to my bookmarks. I'm searching here. I'm going to go edit. I'm going to grab the password, and then I'm going to go into that meeting, and it's going to ask me for a password. And because I've got fantastic notes, oh, it didn't ask me for a password that time. Oh, there it goes. Now it did. And now I go bang, and voila, nothing happened. So that's interesting because the password was just 135189. And a minute ago, it wasn't asking for a password, but now it is. So they must have changed their password on me. So that's okay. So now I'll just get rid of that meeting, and somebody else will hopefully give me the latest and the greatest password to that meeting. So anyway, so that's what we'll do. So let's just finish logging into these Zoom meetings, and then we'll have them all open, and we'll be able to get notified as soon as somebody starts up. So literally probably 100 tabs at the moment. Boom. So that's pretty good. That's a real victory that we've actually, what have we got? Maybe they are on Danny time. What's that mean? What were you talking about then, Steve? Hey, if you guys want to get a good watch, this is the best watch I've ever had. Ask Steve. He sells them. And look at this. How many watches do you know have a light? I use that all the time when I go to bed at 4:30 in the morning. Best watch. This is actually Steve's old watch. He's now got a, what do they call it? A Tactic 7. Oh, it's Steve. Oh, I don't know. I don't know it's Steve because I know the dog. It's Steve. Hey, Steve. Remember that? Oh, no, Alan. Let's go. Must be a quiet day in the shop for Steve. Is that right? He would have just been seeing the watch come up on the screen. Oh, have you got two computers, Steve? I can be anyone. You can. Learned how to switch users, eh? Hey, that's a victory, though, isn't it? That we've managed to get that guy to remove his channel. Webinar ended. Now, that is hilarious. So either they knew that we were going to broadcast today, contact the organizer, and they reckon it's going to be the 17th. So maybe they delayed it. Who knows? But anyway, let's not monitor that one anymore. I presume that there is not my one, so I'll just get rid of that. So now we've got all these open. I can go through here, and I literally just go.
This meeting is being recorded.
Jesus, it gave me a fright. When you've got earpieces on. So some of these meetings are just left open, so we get rid of those ones. And some of them we haven't clicked the button. That one there's left open, so we get rid of that. And now we can sit here and go through them all. Whoop. So Airbnb, here we go. So this is an interesting one. This will be all in Hindi, I presume. But let's have a listen.
प्रोसेस से आप गुजरेंगे उसके बाद ही ये जाके टैग हट पाता है.
Okay, so that's why red alarm दिखा रहा है.
Yes, sir.
Contract red alarm.
जी.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Clear करने
Thank you,
के लिए
जी.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
I put my hand up. Raise my hand. Mark Ron.
SM director.
G'day, how you doing? Are you there? I've got problems with the microphone, so I had to refresh that. But he was going to take my call. But my problem with the microphone on this computer is not working. So hopefully it'll work now. I've refreshed.
Mr. Dolamani Patel.
No, it didn't.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Sir, मैं ये
Okay, reset the sound. Reset permissions. Hit refresh. And hopefully... So I have to learn how to speak Hindi real quick. So now it needs to allow I join with sound, and there we go. I've got it set allow every time I visit the site. So now I can put my hand back up, and we'll raise my hand, and we'll see whether I can get back in there. Now we're still waiting for sound to come through. PK, and I'm making sure that we're good. But there is no sound. Oh, it's asking me to unmute. That's good. Hand up. There's no sound. But let's have a look. Gallery view. Hey, that means you can go in there, Bob. So I'll get you the number. Right, number, ID. There's no sound, but there is no sound, so it's not me. As far as I'm concerned, there's no sound. I'll get the number. It's RainBnB, even though it's called RainBnB now. I'll ask them about the name change. So you can go in here and put your hand up, and I'll just see if I've got hide self view, hide non-video, hide self view. Right, let's see. Can I unmute yourself? I don't know why there's no sound. I'm going to leave the audio and just go back to it again. And then I'm going to turn this off. That guy knows a lot of languages. He will do when he's finished with this one. I will know a few more Joyce words afterwards too. Come on, there's got to be sound. Hello, how you doing? Can you hear me okay? Salutations, Ponzi schemer. Be aware. Oh. Hello. Okay, so he's removed me, but that's okay because we can jump over here to another web browser. You can teach me Indian. That sounds cool. So we'll go there, open up a new web browser. Now what we should have done is grabbed a camera, Muhammad Rob. Right, so now we can come in here and we should be able to go back in there. So notice I've been kicked out of the room, but now I'm on another meeting. And hopefully we can get the sound going this time.
मैं प्राइम में इजिप करना चाहता हूँ, मगर वो किसी बंदा वो प्राइम बनोगे तो उसका लगभग 1 महीना में कितना इनकम हो सकती है, जरा बता दीजिए आप।
Here we go.
सर प्राइम का मतलब है $3000 प्राइम क्लब अचीव आपने कर लिया, $3000 आपको आना ही आना है, चाहे वो 1 साल में आए चाहे वो 2 साल में आए, लेकिन आएगा।
So Muhammad
कोई
Rob.
फिक्स इनकम नहीं है, जो फिक्स इनकम जहां हो जाती है वो स्कैम हो जाता है सर। देयर इज नो एनी फिक्स। टर्नओवर के बेसिस पे है, टर्नओवर के बेसिस पे $10 आ जाए, $25 आ जाए, $50 आ जाए।
Bob, can you go in here?
$15 आ जाए, जो भी आ जाए वो वीकली बेसिस पे आपको आता रहेगा।
So to future proof myself, I'll now open up another browser.
फिर भी जो अभी लगभग
कुछ भी नहीं बोल सकते सर, सबसे बड़ी बात है कोई एक फिक्स अमाउंट नहीं बोल सकते।
मिनिमम से मिनिमम
नहीं है, नहीं सर, मिनिमम मैक्सिमम कुछ नहीं होता सर। ये मिनिमम मैक्सिमम मत पूछिए।
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
ये कोई गारंटेड वाला आरओआई वाला प्लान नहीं है सर। मिनिमम कितना आएगा, मैक्सिमम कितना आएगा। $3000 आपको टोटल आएगा सिस्टम के थ्रू, इतना ही पता है हमें।
अच्छा। और मैं ओके, हेलो
जी सर बोलिए।
हाँ, मैं मणिपुर का नाम आपने सुना होगा।
Here we go.
हाँ सुना है सर, मणिपुर इम्फाल।
हाँ मणिपुरी इम्फाल में मैं अभी मणिपुर के लिए मैं रोज 8 बजे मणिपुरी लैंग्वेज में मेरा टीम के लिए मैं करता हूँ।
So now I've gone in there.
10-20 लोग रोज आ रहे हैं सर, और उम्मीद करता हूँ कि
सर अगर 10 लोग भी मणिपुर लैंग्वेज में आ रहे हैं तो ये अच्छी बात है। और मैंने आपको नंबर दे दिया है, आप कनेक्ट होइए हमसे, हम आपकी हेल्प करेंगे।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर, सो मच, थैंक यू।
हैंड ओवर देना चाहूंगा केके भाई को। केके भाई फ्री हैं तो?
यस आई एम हियर।
Yes, I'm here.
वेलकम है।
ओके दोस्तों, पहले क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन ही ले लेते हैं। और भी कुछ लोगों ने हैंड
I
रेज
think
कर रखा
that
है।
sounds like they're going to go.
यस,
I got to learn Hindi.
सर्वेश्वर पांडा जी अनम्यूट कीजिए।
Like what one is it?
गुड मॉर्निंग।
गुड मॉर्निंग।
मेरा क्वेश्चन जो था सर ने पहले जवाब दे दिया, वो होटल गोवा का जो लोकेशन, और वो दूसरा था सर,
So I wonder who they're going to
पहले
ask
बोल रहे
next.
थे कि लोग बोलते हैं आपका ब्रेन वॉश कर दिया है। सेम हमारे बारे में हो रहा है, हमको तो बोलते हैं आपको आप हिप्नोटाइज हो गए,
Better, swing, swing.
मैं जो लोगों के पास जाता हूँ, दोस्त लोगों के पास जो लोग अलग अलग कंपनी में काम कर रहे हैं, मैं बोलता हूँ तो आपको लगता है कि मैं पैसा कमाऊं तो मेरे को डिस्टर्ब मत करो।
So
मैं
now
चाहता हूँ तुम
I
पैसा कमा
will let them
तो
know
मेरे
that
साथ आ जाओ, नहीं तो तुम्हारा प्लान मुझे सुनना ही नहीं है। फिर बोलते तुम
we are
हिप्नोटाइज हो गया,
broadcasting
तुम
them
सुनने को तैयार है। सेम जो भाई
and
बोल
see if
रहे थे
they like it.
तुम्हारा ब्रेन वॉश हो गया, सेम हमारे बारे में
I
हो
don't
रहा है।
think so. Normally they don't like it when you let them know.
गोवा का लोकेशन जो है कभी मिलेगा सर? कब तक? सर ने बताया 2 दिन पहले मिल जाएगा।
आपकी आवाज बहुत कम हो जाती है बीच बीच में।
गोवा का जो अपना लोकेशन है कब मिलेगा वो?
मिल जाएगा, 2 से 3 दिन पहले मिल जाएगा। 25 को प्रोग्राम है, 22 तारीख तक मिल जाएगा। ठीक है,
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
ओके, थैंक यू। यस, विनोद राय, अनम्यूट कीजिए विनोद।
गुड मॉर्निंग के सर।
हाँ जी, बोलिए। गुड मॉर्निंग
सर, मेरा ये सवाल है कि जो भी लीडर्स एक्टिवली रेनबीएनबी में इन्वॉल्व है, काम कर रहे हैं और अच्छे रैंक पे भी है, तो क्या वो एट द सेम टाइम पे 2-3 प्रोजेक्ट मतलब सोशल मीडिया पे या वहाँ पब्लिकली प्रमोट कर सकते हो?
चलिए, इसके ऊपर बात कर लेंगे विनोद। ये आपका एक
So
स्पेसिफिक
I'm
क्वेश्चन है।
spamming the host
जो लीडर, पहली बात तो
chat
ये
room.
डिसेंट्रलाइज सिस्टम है, और डिसेंट्रलाइज सिस्टम में हर आदमी को ऑनर है इस प्लेटफॉर्म का। हालांकि हम बिल्कुल ऐसा नहीं चाहते हैं कि जो व्यक्ति यहाँ पे इन्वॉल्व है 100% कोर लीडर की तरह काम कर रहा है तो उससे प्रोजेक्ट में काम करे, लेकिन फिर भी कोई कर रहा है तो
So it's very
इसके ऊपर
exciting
हम
at the
लोग कर
moment.
लेंगे। बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे थे पीछे, और उनको समझाया गया, बताया गया, नहीं तो धीरे धीरे वो अपने आप ही कोर लीडरशिप से अलग होते चले गए। इसके ऊपर हम लोग बात
Just
कर
listen to
लेंगे।
that for a
पर्सनल
wee bit.
क्वेश्चन है आपका ये, मैं समझ सकता हूँ। डी भट्टाचार्य जी, वेस्ट बंगाल।
सर,
हाँ जी,
Okay.
बोलिए।
हेलो सर।
See if we can find a more exciting meeting.
ये है कि देखिए लाइफस्टाइल रिवॉर्ड और जो रॉयल्टी रैंक है, मान लीजिए कोई प्राइम क्लब अचीव किया है, तो प्राइम क्लब अचीव करने के बाद वो उसका $3000 जो है वो उसके पास नहीं आया, उसको नहीं आते हुए वो एलिट क्लब में अपने आप को अपग्रेड कर लिए। हेलो, एलिट क्लब में अपग्रेड कर लिए, तब उस स्टेज में तो उनका क्या होगा? प्राइम क्लब का वो रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा या सिर्फ एलिट क्लब का ये मिलेगा, रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा?
नहीं, उन्होंने प्राइम क्लब अचीव कर लिया।
प्राइम क्लब अचीव कर लिया, उसके बाद
दोनों
उसका
दोनों दोनों का
$3000 जो
मिलेगा,
है
दोनों का मिलेगा, दोनों का मिलेगा।
और ये रॉयल्टी क्लब में भी ऐसा हुआ था। आइकॉन में जो है,
नहीं नहीं,
आइकॉन में जो
रॉयल्टी में कोई एक टॉप का ही मिलता है, रॉयल्टी में कोई एक टॉप का मिलता है। ठीक है,
अच्छा अच्छा, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सर। यही हमको सर बोला, प्लेटफॉर्म करने के लिए हमको बोला था।
Right, so if I get asked to speak, I won't know which one to unmute.
ठीक है,
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर।
Let's
ओके,
have a
यू
go.
मोस्ट वेलकम। चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं। सद्दाम हुसैन जी, अनम्यूट कीजिए।
Is that me?
मिस्टर सद्दाम हुसैन,
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
गुड मॉर्निंग।
All right, here we go.
सर, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि मैं अभी 2-3 महीने से RainBnB में काम कर रहा हूँ सर। मेरे अपलाइन हैं तेलंगाना से, मैं यूपी से हूँ। तो
Oh dear, that's going to be confusing.
0.0044 BNB किसी को ज्वाइनिंग कराने पर वो अपने अपलाइन से मंगा के डालता था, लेकिन
And the problem is I can't have
RainBnB को छोड़ के किसी दूसरी तरफ से
all
बोल
the
रहा है।
sound on at the same time
तो अब
because it will
हम
echo and you
कैसे
guys won't
दूसरों
like
को
me.
ज्वाइन करा सकते थे? फंड डालने के लिए क्या करें?
नहीं, फंड डालने के लिए आप 4 बजे का हमारा दोपहर में इंडिया टाइम से सेशन होता है, ट्रेनिंग सेशन, कि कैसे बीएनबी आपको कहाँ से लेना है, आईएनआर से आप बीएनबी कैसे परचेज कर सकते हैं, सारी जानकारी दी जाती है। देखिए, ये बिजनेस हमने स्टार्ट किया, अपने स्टार्ट किया, ठीक है। अपलाइन ने हमें ज्वाइन कराया, अपलाइन हमारा मार्गदर्शन करेगा, दिशा निर्देश करेगा, गाइड करेगा, लेकिन अपलाइन किसी वजह से नहीं एक्टिव है, कहीं और चला गया, छोड़ के चला गया, तो भी हमें मायूस निराश होने की जरूरत नहीं है। आज मेरी टीम में ऐसे कई लोग हैं, हजारों लोग होंगे कम से कम, जिनकी अपनी अपलाइन इधर उधर भटक गई, छोड़ के चली गई, नहीं काम कर रही है, उनको रातों रात करोड़पति बनना था, छोड़ के चले गए, लेकिन वो लोग आज भी काम कर रहे हैं। तो ऐसा कोई टेंशन वाली बात नहीं, हम आपके साथ हैं, रोशन जी आपके साथ हैं,
Gaslighting sounds the same in any language, doesn't
वो
it?
आपके साथ हैं, आप काम कीजिए। मुझे नहीं पता आपको किसने ज्वाइन कराया, आपके डायरेक्ट स्पॉन्सर कौन थे, उसके ऊपर इमीडिएट स्पॉन्सर कौन है, लेकिन परेशान होने की बात नहीं है। आप इसी तरह से ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम में आते रहिए, सुबह 7 बजे भी, दोपहर 4 बजे वाला बहुत अहम सेशन होता है, जहाँ पे सारी बेसिक जानकारी दी जाती है। स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट क्या है, बाइनेंस एक्सचेंज कैसे आप यूज कर सकते हैं, P2P से कैसे आप BNB बाई कर सकते हैं, ये मार्केट से आप कैसे INR को पे करके आप USDT ले सकते हैं और उसको आप OPBNB नेटवर्क में BNB में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं, सारी जानकारी दी जाती है। ठीक है, तो आप परेशान मत होइए, 4 बजे का सेशन हमारा रेगुलर ज्वाइन कीजिए, वहां आपको सारी इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगी।
जी सर, शुक्रिया।
थैंक यू।
Here we go. Let's see if we get one.
ओके, JP चौधरी जी म्यूट कीजिए।
Ooh, that's not me.
JP चौधरी।
Oh, so you put me in the waiting room.
नमस्ते।
नमस्कार।
बाइनेंस लॉगिन नहीं हो रहा है।
क्या लॉगिन नहीं हो रहा है? बाइनेंस लॉगिन नहीं हो रहा है, तो मेरा तो बाइनेंस ओपन हो रहा है और
So
भी
the other
ओपन
one
हो
where
रहा
he's
है,
put me in the
और देखिए
waiting
शायद
room,
आपका कोई इशू
I'm
होगा,
literally just
पासवर्ड आप
going
गलत डाल रहे
to
होंगे,
trash that
OTP गलत
account
डाल रहे होंगे।
and I'm going to go in there as Stephen Rees Lewis.
बाइनेंस तो सब लॉगिन
I'm
हो
going to
रहा
call
है।
myself Hyperverse.
सुनो एक मिनट।
क्या दिक्कत आ रही है, क्या इशू आपको बाइनेंस लॉगिन नहीं हो रहा है?
Gallery.
सेट पे उसको मैंने सेट किया था।
Leave audio.
हेलो,
हाँ जी बोलिए।
मैं बोल रहा था बाइनेंस ओपन नहीं हो रहा, लॉगिन नहीं हो रहा।
Alrighty. So I'm now in there as DDH and Hyperverse.
ठीक है, अब 4 बजे वाला सेशन में ज्वाइन कीजिए,
So let's see if we can get
वहां आप
ourselves to
देखते
ask a
हैं, बताते
question.
हैं क्या दिक्कत आ रहा है। ऐसी तो कोई इशू है नहीं। तन्मय भट्टाचार्य जी।
Here we go. Come on, ask me a question.
हेलो।
Hello.
हेलो सर, गुड मॉर्निंग।
गुड मॉर्निंग।
Good morning.
सर मेरा 2 सवाल था। एक सवाल है, हमको नेटवर्क इंडस्ट्री में
Well, just while that's doing that, we will go
एक्चुअली हम
scouting for
सर्विस
other
करते हैं,
ones.
तो हम एम्बेस बैंक में ज्वाइन किया और मेरा 6 लोगों का टीम अभी तक बना है। हम एक वाला इस कंपनी
A lot of these
का
scammers now
मतलब
are
बहुत
using
एक्टिव किया,
webinars,
उनका बहुत
so you can't
मेरा
see
साथ
who else is
ये
in the
है,
meeting.
मतलब
It must be
संपर्क
painful. I
है।
don't know how they
हम
even manage to
चाह
get
रहे हैं
these
कि
big
उसको प्लान
communities together.
प्रेजेंटेशन करें। तो बात है कि उनको
And
क्या हम
there's a few
लिंक
other ones
शेयर
that we
करना,
do,
जूम
which
का
I
लिंक
haven't shown
शेयर
you. It's
करना बेहतर होगा
bookmarks.
या डायरेक्ट
And
जाके
then
बात
we have
करना
what we
वो सही है?
call
आपकी आवाज ना क्लियर नहीं आ
passcode
रही है,
meetings.
क्लैरिटी नहीं है वॉइस में
And I've
आपके।
got 17 of those.
सर हम पूछना चाह
And
रहे हैं
each of them require me to log in.
जूम का लिंक शेयर करना ठीक होगा उनके लिए या
नहीं,
डायरेक्ट जाके बात करना?
पहले आप उनसे बात थोड़ा कर लीजिए, थोड़ा सा उनको गाइड कीजिए, पूरा प्लान प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं देना है, उसके बाद जूम का लिंक शेयर करेंगे तो ज्यादा अच्छा रहेगा। थोड़ा सा प्री टॉक कहते हैं ना, थोड़ा सा करके कि एक नया कॉन्सेप्ट आया है, डिफरेंट है, लॉन्ग टर्म है, 8 महीने से ऑलरेडी चल रहा है, लोगों ने लाखों करोड़ रुपए बना लिए हैं। एक बार मैं चाहता हूं कि आपका गाइडेंस चाहिए, सजेशन चाहिए, एडवाइस चाहिए, आप भी इस सिस्टम को एक बार देखिए, मुझे गाइड कीजिए। ऐसे करके आप उनको इनवाइट कीजिए जूम में,
Here we go.
कि आप अपना टाइम निकालिए 1 घंटे का और इस सिस्टम को देखिए, और अच्छा लगेगा तो आप मुझे अपना ओपिनियन दीजिएगा। तो बंदा देखता है तो उसको समझ में आता है, फिर वो आपको कुछ ना कुछ बोलेगा, अच्छा बोलेगा, बुरा बोलेगा, उसके बाद फिर आप उनसे डायरेक्टली
You following all that, guys?
आप उनको डायरेक्टली जूम का लिंक देंगे, वो ज्वाइन ही नहीं करेगा। देखिए आज के डेट में बहुत सारे लोगों में ईगो है कि मैं उसकी अपलाइन हूँ, मैं क्यों ज्वाइन करूँ उसके नीचे नीचे डाउनलाइन 1 के, बहुत सारे लोगों में। लेकिन अच्छा कॉन्सेप्ट यदि उनको समझ में आता है तो वो एक्साइटेड हो सकते हैं, ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। ठीक है,
ठीक है सर। और एक क्वेश्चन था सर, हम 4 बजे सेशन से हम फाइनेंस से कैसे बाई करना है यूएसडीटी, वो हम सीखा
So that was
है और हम वो परचेस किया ऑलरेडी।
Ryan
यूएसडीटी हम
Connolly's
परचेस
account.
किया है
This is
200
Financial Freedoms.
INR का। लेकिन सर
So I have
उसको
all the passwords for a lot of these
मतलब
meetings. This
करने
one
के
here is
लिए
really tricky. 1,
अभी
2, 3,
बात
4,
किया
5, 6.
है, तब तो वहाँ
Email.
पर हर दिन ये अटेंड नहीं हो पा। ऐसा कोई स्टेप बाय स्टेप पीडीएफ है या कुछ गाइडेंस है स्टेप बाय स्टेप कैसे मतलब बाइनेंस से उसको पेपल में लेके जाना है, कैसे उसको कन्वर्ट करना है, ऐसा कुछ है सर?
4 बजे के सेशन में हम उसको सिखाते हैं, बताते हैं, दिखाते हैं। आप बाइनेंस से भी डायरेक्टली कर सकते हैं P2P के थ्रू, और नहीं तो यदि आप यूएसडीटी आप आईएनआर से ले सकते हैं। ओपन मार्केट में भी यूएसडीटी मिलता है और उसको कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं। सेपाल के अंदर जाकर के उसको आप स्वाइप कर सकते हैं, कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं।
Steve, how about becoming an Avenger and helping us fight against these scammers instead of doing videos about your journey? Let's do videos and expose these bastards who are ripping people off. So I've just sent Steve a message.
कन्वर्ट सेपाल में ऑप्शन होता है, सेपाल वॉलेट में जाकर के आप पैनकेक स्वाइप पे जाकर के भी कर सकते हैं, और नहीं तो यदि यूएसडीटी को कन्वर्ट करना है बीएनबी में तो पहले आप पैनकेक स्वाइप पे जाकर के यूएसडीटी को बीएनबी में बनाते हैं, और नहीं तो डायरेक्टली भी ऑप्शन आता है और उस बीएनबी को आप ब्रिज कर सकते हैं ओपी बीएनबी ब्लॉकचेन नेटवर्क में। चलिए कल मैं दिखाऊंगा, कल सुबह वाले सेशन में मैं रहता हूं, कल 10 मिनट मैं इसके ऊपर दिखाऊंगा कैसे करते हैं। कई बार ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम्स में रोशन जी भी दिखा चुके हैं सुबह 7 बजे वाले सेशन में कि कैसे आप सेपाल को यूज करके स्वाइपिंग भी कर सकते हैं। जैसे मान लीजिए आपके पास यूएसडीटी है तो डायरेक्टली सेपाल से आप उसको बीएनबी में स्वाइप कर सकते हैं, कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं, और उस बीएनबी को आप ओपी बीएनबी ब्लॉकचेन नेटवर्क में भी आप कन्वर्ट करके ब्रिज कर सकते हैं। ऐसा कई बार हम लोगों ने ट्रेनिंग सेशन में दिखाया है, सिखाया है। कल का आप सेशन ज्वाइन कीजिएगा, उसको करके दिखाते हैं हम आपको, ठीक है?
जरूर, थैंक यू सर।
हाँ, अभी समय की कमी है इसलिए उस पार्ट को हम लोग अभी नहीं ले पाएंगे। मोहम्मद रॉब, अनम्यूट कीजिए।
Oh, here we go. Yeah, g'day. How are you doing? I'm just.
Yes.
Do you Oh, he muted me.
Okay.
Why would he mute me?
चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं। डायरेक्टर हरिशरण जी, अनम्यूट कीजिए।
हाँ सर, यस सर।
Yeah.
So they just
Good
cut
morning,
you
sir.
off.
Good
You're not
morning.
allowed to ask a question.
सर
Crazy,
वो
eh?
एक्चुअली में प्रॉपर्टी डीलर के बहुत बड़े डीलर है, ये कमिश्नरी बांधा चित्रकूट। तो जो मैंने अभी चर्चा किया था, तो क्योंकि मुझे तो सर बहुत
So
दिन
there
हो
you
गए,
go.
3-4
There's my
बजे
big
से लगातार
question.
कंटिन्यू
All
मीटिंग
that
सुन रहा हूँ
time
सुबह शाम।
waiting in
तो
these
RainBnB के
rooms
बारे में
with these
सर
Indian
मुझे
people,
पता है, प्राइम क्लब भी
and
मैंने
then when you
कर
get to
लिया,
ask the
कोवर्ट
question,
भी
they
है
cut you
मेरा।
off.
तो सर मुझे तो कोई
Beautiful.
संदेह नहीं, बट वो
And in
मुझको
a
बोल
minute,
रहे थे
I'll
सर
lose
ऐसा
my
कि
connection because you'll be looking for my
आपका
name
ब्रेन
at the
वॉश
moment.
उन्होंने कर लिया। मुझे भी उनकी बातों में हंसी आ रही थी।
चलिए, क्या एक्चुअली कई बार क्या होता है हरिशरण जी, जब लोगों को इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं होती है, जानकारी नहीं होती है, और उनको लगता है कि एक दूसरा आदमी पूरे जोश के साथ, पैशन के साथ, इंटरेस्ट लेकर के किसी काम को कर रहा है, तो उनको लगता है कि ब्रेन वॉश उनका कर दिया गया। ब्रेन वॉश पे क्या किया गया? कुछ भी नहीं किया गया।
All right.
सर उनके पास टीम बहुत बड़ी है, तो मैं चाह रहा था कि वो मेरे साथ आए, लेकिन अभी उनको समझ में नहीं आ रहा।
Alrighty, no limit.
तो
It's a
इसका
new
एक ही
one.
सॉल्यूशन है,
No
उनको थोड़े समय के लिए छोड़ दीजिए। आप कुछ ऐसा इनकम करके दिखाइए, फिर उनको दिखाइए, देखो ब्रेन वॉश मेरा
limit.
सही हुआ, मैंने कमाई की है अभी तक। ठीक है,
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल सर।
एक ही सॉल्यूशन है। देखिए कई बार क्या होता है ना, हम ऐसे कुछ लोगों के साथ जुड़े होते हैं जो
Alrighty,
शुरू
let's
में
see if we
हमारे
can
साथ
find
नहीं
any
आते हैं।
meetings.
उनको लगता है कि हमारे साथ ब्रेन वॉश हो गया या हम गलत चक्कर में पड़ गए हैं। तो उसका एक ही सॉल्यूशन है, उसका एक ही जवाब है कि आप कुछ ऐसा परफॉर्म करके दिखाइए ताकि वो उनकी जो विचारधारा है, उनका जो माइंडसेट है, वो चेंज हो जाए।
जी सर मैंने पहली बार जब इस पे ऑनलाइन मीटिंग हुई थी 27 नवंबर को, 25 नवंबर को, तब सब पहले दिन ही मैंने क्लियर कर दिया था अपनी अपलाइन को। मैंने कहा मेरी आईडी तुरंत लगाइए।
So if you don't agree with them, they tell you
मैं गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉई का टीचर हूं मैं,
a negative Nancy,
तो मुझे तो
or
जानकारी
as
देना पहले
Steve
दिन से
said,
मैंने क्लियर कर दिया था
you
कि ये
are
प्लान बहुत
a Karen.
ओके सर।
Oh my God.
ठीक है, थैंक यू।
Well, there's nothing happening there, guys.
चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं। यस, चेदे भूतिया जी,
Let's have a look and see what we are. We're still in the meeting. Put my hand back up again.
यस मैम, अनम्यूट कीजिए।
React, raise my hand.
चेदे भूतिया जी।
Let's see if we can. Oh, was that
जी
Bob?
मैम बोलिए। गुड मॉर्निंग। आप बार बार म्यूट कर दे रही हैं, अनम्यूट कीजिए।
Oh, all right. We'll go with the right one. I think it's that one there. Oh, you removed me.
Yes, hello, good morning.
Sir.
आप बार बार म्यूट हो जा रहे हैं।
So now I'm going to go in there with
Hello, sir. Good morning.
An Indian name that's identical to somebody
सर
who's...
मेरा क्वेश्चन वो था जो हमने अभी विनोद सर है हमारे उनको हमने पूछा था कि ये क्वेश्चन आपको भी रखा था कि ऐसा है सर हमारे यहाँ तो बहुत ही प्रॉब्लम हुआ है क्योंकि जो प्रॉब्लम तो ये हुआ कि सर जो
There we go. So I've got an identical name to somebody else's in the meeting.
उस वक्त तो हमको बहुत प्रॉब्लम हुआ
So that's just going to cause a little bit of
क्योंकि
disruption.
हमारा लीडर से
You'll
कहीं
see
कहीं
me
पे होता था हमारा प्लान वो लोग नहीं दे
I'm not on
पाता
the
था
same page,
इसी
but
तरह से हमारा प्रोस्पेक्ट हाथ से जा रहा था तो हमको यही
if I go like
क्यूरियोसिटी थी
this,
कि अगर वो लोग रेनबीएनबी में
there we
काम कर
go.
रहे हैं तो क्या सर दूसरे तरफ भी वो लोग काम कर रहे हैं इसलिए हमको
So
थोड़ा
now I'm
हैम्पर
going to go
हुआ
in there
हमारा
with another
प्रोस्पेक्ट हाथ
browser
से
again.
गया तो क्या हम तो कुछ जानते नहीं थे इस सिस्टम के बारे में पहले क्या वो लोग ये रेनबीएनबी को छोड़ के दूसरे प्लेटफॉर्म को अगर प्रमोट कर रहे हैं तो क्या ये ठीक है वो लोग ने तो बोला था कि ये रेनबीएनबी बहुत अच्छा
ऐसा है मैम, मैं आपका सवाल समझ गया। इनफैक्ट अभी विनोद जी ने भी वही सवाल पूछा और इसका एक ही उत्तर है, जवाब है। देखिए ये सिस्टम हमारा डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड है, पहली बात तो।
Okay, then I'm going to go in there as bend
हमारा
over.
कोई कंट्रोल नहीं है, कोई मालिक नहीं है, हर व्यक्ति यहाँ पे स्वतंत्र है, स्वच्छंद है, इंडिपेंडेंट है और वो इस बिजनेस का मालिक है। यदि किसी व्यक्ति ने आपको ज्वाइन कराया, शुरू में बहुत अच्छी बातें की, रेनबीएनबी ये सिस्टम है, बाद में या पहले से वो किसी और कॉन्सेप्ट को कर रहा है, अब इसको दोबारा प्रमोट करने लग गया, तो ये उसकी कमी है, ये उसकी कमी है। और मैं तो हमेशा लोगों को सजेस्ट करता हूं, आपको रेनबीएनबी अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, कोई बात नहीं, आपको एक दूसरा प्लेटफॉर्म चूज कर लीजिए जो आपको बहुत बेस्ट लगता है और वहां पे अपना 100% दीजिए, शायद आप वहां कामयाब हो जाएंगे, शायद आप वहां कामयाब हो जाएंगे। मतलब दो नाव की सवारी और दो घोड़ों की सवारी हमेशा डुबाती है, गिराती है। तो बिल्कुल परेशान होने वाली बात नहीं है। कोई आपकी अपलाइन हो, आपके डाउन में हो, कहीं और चला गया, साथ में दूसरा कॉन्सेप्ट भी कर रहा है, उसको हम रोक नहीं सकते और वो अपनी मर्जी का मालिक है, उसको करने दीजिए। आपको रेनबीएनबी अच्छा लग रहा है, आप
There you
यहाँ
go,
पे कीजिए,
4
आपको
Zoom
सारी
meetings open.
हेल्प, सपोर्ट
Got my hand up
और
4
गाइडेंस मिलेगा
times.
जो हम लोगों की
And one of
तरफ से
those
बेस्ट
names is
पॉसिबल है।
called bend
तो
over.
परेशान होने की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं, कोई जरूरत नहीं है। मैं आपको बोलूंगा कि आप इसको कंटिन्यू कीजिए, ठीक है? ओके, चलिए एक लास्ट और ले लेते हैं और फिर उसके बाद सेशन को खत्म करेंगे।
425 people in here.
चैंपियन उदय जी,
I think they're going to say goodbye. It sounds like a goodbye in there somewhere along the line.
हेलो सर, मेरा आवाज आ पा रहा है?
हाँ हाँ
जी सर, गुड मॉर्निंग ऑल ऑफ यू। मैं उदय जोशी
massive question for me. I've got my
बोल रहा हूँ। मैं चैंपियन रैंक पे हूँ अभी।
चैंपियन रैंक
सर का और डोलिया सर का तहे दिल से सर आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ। जिस प्रकार से आप लोग सुबह का सेशन करते हैं सर, बहुत अच्छा लगता है और मैं कंटिन्यूअसली इसको अटेंड करता हूँ। मेरा सर एक छोटा सा डाउट है, हालांकि क्लियर है, लेकिन फिर भी मैं आपसे उसको पूछना चाहता हूँ कि जैसे कोई व्यक्ति यदि सर डायरेक्टर है और उसने अपने नीचे किसी को डायरेक्टर रैंक से ज्वाइन करवाया, लेकिन उसकी जीनियोलॉजी में अगर वो 3rd नंबर पे जाके बैठता है तो उसको डायरेक्टर का नहीं मिलेगा सर, है ना? मेरे हिसाब से तो यही है।
नहीं, उसकी जीनियोलॉजी में, जीनियोलॉजी भी देखिए दो तरह की यहाँ पे चलती है। एक आपकी लेवल जीनियोलॉजी है, जो 3rd लेवल में वो गिरता है तो उसको रेकरिंग लेवल बोनस मिलेगा 1.5%। यदि वो डायरेक्टर रैंक से है तो बिगिनर से डायरेक्टर तक उसको मिलेगा। रैंक जो अपग्रेड बोनस है बाइनरी मैट्रिक्स ट्री में, यदि वो 3रे नंबर पे गिरता है आपके हिसाब से, तो उसको सिर्फ अचीवर वाली इनकम मिलेगी,
डायरेक्टर की नहीं।
डायरेक्टर की नहीं मिलेगी। डायरेक्टर की इनकम रैंक अपग्रेड बोनस 8वें लेवल से आती है। यदि वो 8वें लेवल पे जाके प्लेस होता है तो उसको डायरेक्टर का बोनस मिलेगा, ठीक है?
जी 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 जी,
ठीक है। चलिए दोस्तों, अभी सेशन को खत्म करने का वक्त हो चुका है। जितने भी और लोगों ने हैंड के रेस कर रखा था, माफी चाहूंगा, समय काफी हो चुका है, 1.25 घंटे हो चुका है। हम लोग दोपहर 4 बजे के सेशन में मिलेंगे और रात को 8 बजे का जो बिजनेस प्रेजेंटेशन है उसको पावरफुल बनाइए, क्योंकि वहां पे वह 1000 का आंकड़ा कल भी थोड़ा कम रह गया था। कोशिश करें सभी लीडर्स की 1000 के आंकड़े के ऊपर काम करें, अपने नए गेस्ट को लेकर के आए, अपने एग्जिस्टिंग मेंबर्स को वहां पे ज्वाइन कराएं। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक यू सो मच सभी का जुड़ने के लिए और इस सेशन का फायदा उठाने के लिए। थैंक यू सो मच, आपका दिन शुभ रहे।
So there you go. That has ended. Hey, this is what I'm rendering in the background, and for some reason it's taken 400 years, which it doesn't normally take this long to render something, and I have got it myself an M4, which is really blowing me away. So I'm just so what I wanted to do is so Steve, the other Steve, has actually shut down his YouTube channel. So we've actually had the first YouTuber that's got 300 videos has decided it was wise to shut down his YouTube channel. And I did 3 videos, so 3 blogs on them, and I've got a placeholder video, which I still will do. But I want this guy, Steve, to actually become an Avenger and help us fight these crimes, because I just think it would be awesome, and that's what I'm really trying to ask you to do, Steve. But this is what I'm rendering at the moment. And this guy claims that he was just providing a story of his journey. But then we managed to get 51 recordings from his Telegram group. And I've put them all together as a video. And this is some of them.
What's going on, D-Gens? My mood was a little low in the video above there. I just woke up, literally was up for about 10 minutes and got the information on AcroTrade. And this is right from the developer's mouth. He's had some issues, so I don't know what the whole story is. I'm still kind of waiting to hear about it, but it's done. And ZX3, I mean, it was a win, but at the same point, it was expected, right? I said over and over again that I didn't expect it to even last this long. So
see that there, he's telling people that he was invested in a Ponzi scheme. He told everyone at the start it was going to fall over, not last long, and now it has fallen over. And he can't do much about it other than say goodbye to his money. And this is sort of advice he was giving people, which is actually pretty amazing.
It is what it is. It's just the amount, guys, that we've lost in the last couple of weeks. Like 8 projects in the last 2 weeks. I mean, that's crazy. Now, again, I get it. The market's down, but they got to do a little better, right? And this is why I put up that message above that if anybody's looking to get out of DeFi for a bit. Now, I'm going to continue to do this, right? I'm just going to really have to put some effort into trying to find these projects, right? Because a lot of these newcomers, these new launches aren't doing the greatest, right? We're even starting to lose some of the vets in the game. But with that being said, that's why I posted the 15% a month private opportunity. It's my cousin, all right? He's been trading for a long time. He trades for me. I have multiple different things that I'm involved with. Right, we got my real estate deal. If anybody's got 50K and up and you want to get out of this space altogether, earn safe money, but then that comes with contracts, ID. We actually have to know who each other is. So you have to be prepared to go through lawyers and all that kind of stuff, right? But that's what I'm building down in the Dominican Republic is rental properties. I also have multiple different trading things going on in the background, and I trade as well. Sorry, guys, I almost slipped on a patch of ice here. And I trade as well for myself. I also have been doing liquidity pooling, and some people in this group have been in it for over 6 months, 5 months, some of you. Never.
Now, do you think this guy's providing financial information to people? Or do you think he's just documenting his journey, as he keeps saying over and over again on his 300 videos that he has just taken off the internet? So we're going to expose this guy fully. We've reported him to I can't even think of the 2 government agencies, and we've also sent a pretty extensive letter about all the things he's been doing to 30 different news agencies in Canada. We've also published 3 blogs. I was up to 4:30 last night, finishing off the last one. And then I've come up with this idea of exposing this. Now, I don't really want to string him out too much more because obviously he's a bit stressed, but I don't think he's actually shown any remorse. And I have given him the opportunity to give me a statement, and he's basically telling me to F off. So, Steve, you are a talented guy. Now, it's time to redeem yourself and join the Avengers. You can help us fight scams. And this is what we have decided that we are the strategy that we want. I don't really want to fully expose you with this content.
Never missed a payment, right? So my cousin has now said, listen, I'll trade for a few people, but I'm only going to take up to 50K.
So if you've got 50K, your cousin is going to help people trade, and you're facilitating this.
He travels around the world. He's busy, but this is how he does it.
And your cousin really travels around the world doing trading? And you just know a guy who's happened to be related to you by blood? and he's going to take your community's money and invest in serious stuff. Good on you, mate. So that's what's been happening in your secret Telegram group that you kicked me out of, and you've made the link so no one else can join.
So if anybody's looking to do that, message me privately. And this message is more so for the people in the group that I've built a relationship with.
Can I ask one of my secret people who are watching right now, is there any activity in that Telegram group?
I mean, 300 and something people in here.
And is it possible to get the last of the recordings that he must have been doing? Because I bet he's done one today. I'd love to get a copy of that.
And 98% of them are just spectators.
And you better be quick, because I think Steve's watching right now and he'll be deleting everything as quick as he can. But we've got 51 recordings of Steve providing financial advice to people, investment opportunities, when he claims he was only documenting his own journey so that other people could see how risky it was. Why would you want to document your own journey? And he said, of course, we do get commissions along the way, because he always has his affiliate link under these videos that he's doing when he's documenting his own journey.
Right? We've never spoke. Some people in here are just watching. Some people in here are just in here to be in here. But the people that I've actually built a relationship with that are maybe already trading with me outside of here or in my liquidity pools and see that I'm, doing what I said I was going to do the entire time. If you're looking to get into this trading thing with my cousin, let me know. All right? It's just me, you, and him. So you'll send the money to me. I'll send the money to him.
Money laundering. You send the money to him. Why would you send the money to Steve and then he will send the money to him? Why would he do that? That is money laundering. Even you cannot move money around like that, because that is how they launder money on the internet. That's what he's just admitted he's doing here. You send your money to me and I'll send your money to him. Yeah, right.
He'll trade. You request it back through me. They'll give you back the money. The earnings are every 2 weeks. Paid.
So why does trading involve a 2-week period where you can't do anything? That's because they will. I had a guy who paid me $300 to do a review on a opportunity he'd just put $25,000 in. He had 2 opportunities. The second one he wanted me to look at, he put $100,000 in. He locked it for 12 months. And he said 2 of his mates have also put $100,000 in, $325,000. We proved to him, hopefully we've proved to him, that it's a scam. Easy come, easy go. People like Steve would be taking your money and putting it on high risk investment, hoping that they can win and pay you back. Literally, like he says, gambling with your money. Why would the middleman need to touch your money? Why would it not go straight to his cousin?
Paid out on weekends. All right. That's just something for people that I've built a relationship with. All right. For everybody that's here for DeFi reasons and everything else, there will be more projects. But for right now, I would say be on Bit for sure. Trade them.
So Beyond Bit, we've found out that there's a fake CEO. We found out they don't have any offices in Australia. The guy that claims he's born and bred in Australia doesn't have an Australian accent. He has what seems like a fake AI generated voice with voiceovers. And he's telling us that it's not a scam because he'd been getting money out of it for 16 months.
Trading, 2x Boost is a gold mine, guys. I would highly recommend that project. They're doing a good job. For the amount of people that are already in the project and how much they've already made, they've got a nice reserve fund already built up. So they're doing.
So how does he know they've got a reserve fund built up in Beyond Bit? And is he documenting his journey, or is he telling you what you should do with your money? And did you sign up under him? Are you underneath him in the referral train? Because you can't sign up for these programs unless you have an affiliate link. Did you use Steve's affiliate link?
What they said they were going to do, right? I expected more from Limdex too, but my upline decided to put 175K in, and that screwed our whole team up. They took it.
So you have a team, Steve?
Banned everybody in his downline, right? We've also got legit miners firing away on all cylinders. We've got a couple new projects that are looking really good as well. We got Cellwix, we've got Celestion. These have all been around for a long time, guys. i3Q is slowly becoming one of my favorite projects as well. All right, so that's what I would recommend, guys. The projects that I just listed, if you're looking to stay in this space. All right, if anybody's got solid projects.
So did you hear him document his journey Or did you hear Steve just give these people a recommendation on what they should do? So he's not documented his journey. He's telling you what you should do with your money, and that is financial advice.
Message me. Don't message me with these projects that are full of spelling mistakes and bad grammar and claim that they've been around for 10 years. I just want solid projects that are performing, guys, that I can bring to my channel and actually earn with. All right, because it's tough to make content when all these projects are garbage. So anyways, that being said, guys, just wanted to leave a quick message because this space is taking a turn for the worse right now. All right, so if I'm feeling how I'm feeling, I can imagine how some new people.
So the interesting thing here, guys, is over here I wrote this blog. Now, this blog, I've gone through his YouTube channel, the 300 videos that he did in a year, and asked it to bring out all the names of the opportunity that he's promoted. Now, he said in a video that now he's taken his YouTube channel off, that he deletes videos from opportunities that have fallen over because he washes his hands from them. Now, we still found over 50. If you look here, this is all these in bold that you can see. These are all the scams that were still on his channel yesterday. I don't care that he's deleted his channel. Well, I do care. I'm glad he has. But what I'm talking about is Healthy Harvest. All the names that he's mentioned, Blue Water Partnership. I can't even read the names. But, this guy was rampantly documenting his journey. Allegedly, that's what he was claiming. But the reality of it is that when you listen to his recordings in his Zoom meetings, in his Telegram room, he is giving people financial advice and directing them where to put their money.
People to the space are feeling. All right, guys, so just keep your head up. Choose wisely. I'm on the hunt, so who knows? Maybe some new projects coming and maybe some ones that have, got a bit better track records, but keep your head up out there. It's dicey.
Hey, it's a casino. All
right, Degen, so YouTube channel has been fixed. It was actually an error on their part, which is great to actually get resolved this fast. So I'll be back to doing videos soon. I've got a couple I want to get to. Also, anybody that's looking at Treasure Island as a possible investment, if you're going to use cryptocurrency, do not send it to the TRC20 wallet address that is provided for you on the website.
Now, is that telling people about your journey? Or is that telling people how to invest on these platforms that you've signed up under him?
The developers weren't supposed to have that active yet. So if anybody's looking at buying a unit or a couple units or whatever the case may be, reach out to support and you're going to have to get the address from them. Okay? If you're using crypto, reach out to support, send the crypto off to the support team. They will accredit it to your account. I just bought a unit. I wanted to try out the feature and make sure that it was going to go smooth. And it didn't. It didn't go smooth at all. It took about 24 hours, but they said that they didn't even realize that that was active on the site yet.
So he's talking directly with the developers. So he's in the upper level of these scams. He knows where they're coming from. They're using him as an influencer. So when we reported him to TetherBot, the correspondence I got from them was, yes, thank you very much, we'll look into it. And then they cut my account off. And then he sent me back screenshots of him corresponding with them, showing me that they weren't concerned that he was putting videos on social media or on his Telegram group. And then we've actually taken that Rumble. So if you go to Rumble and you go to this here, this is a video. This will have a couple of commercials in it.
When I first tried this ab stimulator I found online, my friends laughed at me, but just 30 days later, I was 20.
That's
Watch this fridge test for fake olive oil.
That's probably love
these
YouTube.
bottles of olive oil in the fridge overnight. Supposedly, if your olive oil...
They come back to you and they're like, hey, bro, I'm having a problem. Can you go reach out to support?
So listen to this.
What's going on, guys? This is another video specifically for the Telegram group. All right, there's some people out there sharing this project. You're not supposed to be. You will get your account banned eventually, and I'm not going to risk that, guys, because I believe this is going to be a good platform.
So here's another belief. He's guiding people. He's not saying, hey, I've just invested in this. I think I'm going to lose my money in 4 weeks' time. He's telling you what he's doing so that you can follow his leadership.
The fact that they're keeping this private, they don't want the promotion behind it. They're not in a hurry to bring people in. It reminds me of 2x Boost. All right, these guys don't care who joins it. 2x Boost as well. They don't care. All right, which leads me to believe that there's some real earnings behind the scenes here. All right, guys, so this is just for the Telegram group. Okay, I just released a poll asking people what kind of projects they're looking for because honestly, I'm done with promotion. I don't want projects coming to me saying, hey, can you help me get this out to the public? I'm not interested anymore. Okay, I'm going back to my roots here where I'm searching for my own projects. Now, there's a handful of you guys in the group here that I will take suggestions from. I'll always look at your projects because you bring good projects. All right, I'm not taking everything. The amount of people that jump into my inbox that I've never spoke to that just drop a referral link, check out this project and let me know what you think about it. Guys, you don't need a referral. Guys, you don't need to send a referral link for me to check out a project. Okay, if I like the project, I'll come back to you and say, give me your link. There's many people that are in this group that just skip your referral link altogether. And then they come back to you and they're like, hey bro, I'm having a problem. Can you go reach out to support? And then I reach out to support and they're like, what's the username? I give them the username and they're like, they're not under you, man. So, I don't do that sneaky shit. I just kind of sign up under somebody's account if I see a project that I like from them, right? It doesn't come out of my pocket, guys, just like it doesn't come out of your pocket. It's just my way of tipping the dealer, right? The platform pays for that. However, with that being said, guys, this is a private opportunity, all right? We're talking about TetherBot. So I'm going to keep this quick. I'm literally just making this video for the Telegram group, all right, so you guys can see the opportunity. All right, I'm not putting it on my YouTube channel and risking my account. I'm not going to do that. All right, guys, so what we're going to do,
I'll do it for you, mate.
The platform, I'll show you what they have to offer, and then I'll just show you the progress. All right, it's a minimum $50 to withdrawal out, so I haven't done that yet. However, I'm getting close. All right, so we're going to go take a look at a private opportunity, guys, called TetherBot.io. All right, guys, so we're back with a quick one here, just specifically for the Telegram group. All right, TetherBot, I mean, it could go the distance, guys. It has the potential to do so. The earning structure is great. The fact that it's a private opportunity is also intriguing. All right, I've been in many projects that we weren't allowed to bring to the YouTube community, and they lasted, guys. All right, so it says here, next generation machine learning and AI-powered software as a service, or SaaS. Manage your USD trading effectively with our next generation trading bot for Tether USDT at 0 fees. All right, guys, so we come down here to add a spark of joy to your about TetherBot. Okay, so I've covered this already. It's a minimum $100, guys. Come read through the information. All right, at the bottom down here, it talks about what sets us apart. The service. Activate our bot service software for as little as $100 and let the bot start working for you. Our bot services work 6 days a week, and we offer.
So just while we've been playing that, I've set up a Steve. Let's have a chat to Steve. G'day, Steve. It's Danny Degen, aka the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger. How are you doing?
Gay Danny. I'm doing just all right, mate. Thanks for asking. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Now, you've taken your YouTube channel off. Tell us why you did that.
Yeah. So I did that for a couple of reasons, really. One, I wanted to take a break from YouTube and focus on some other things, like working on my music and all that. Secondly, I didn't really feel like I was putting out content that I was proud of, mate.
Yeah, well, you have actually published 300 videos over the last 12 months, and you've promoted, we collected over 50 different Ponzi schemes and scams. And then I've done 3 blogs to expose you, and I'm also have got 51 sound clips from your Telegram community where you've been giving financial advice to people. So I'm absolutely glad you've taken your YouTube channel off, and I'm hoping that you'll become an Avenger.
Okay, look, mate, I don't appreciate your tone. So just take a step back. My financial advice on my Telegram group was just for fun. Also, your supposed exposure of me and my videos is a complete joke. And as for becoming an Avenger, well, that's just not going to happen.
That's okay. I want you to listen to your own voice and you tell me what you think.
So the website itself is only there for people to purchase with credit card or debit card. Okay, if you're using crypto, you have to reach out to Jeffrey at support and they will get that all sorted out for you. Okay, hey, yeah. I get that you like to make fun of me, mate, but honestly, you're just wasting your time. And your website, please, it's just a bunch of fake information. So why don't you just give it a rest, eh?
Well, you reckon I should delete my YouTube channel and just let people promote Ponzi schemes and scams in my own business?
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that maybe you should do something more productive with your time instead of making up fake stuff about me and my channel. As for Ponzi schemes and scams, well, it's up to people to use their own judgment when it comes to where they invest their money, right?
Well, you've actually said that you're just documenting your own journey and you're telling people, you know, it's like being at the casino. But then these recordings that I've got of you, you're actually telling people to invest $50,000 with your cousin and you're telling people to give you the money and then you're going to pass it on to the cousin and the cousin's going to invest the money. And then when the person wants their money back, you have to go, the money has to come back to you and then you'll pass it back to the investor. And I thought that you were just documenting your journey, mate. And here you are telling people that you're going to take 50 grand from them. That's called money laundering.
Mate, you're totally twisting things around. My cousin's investment is his own business, and I don't involve myself in it. As for money laundering, that's just a ridiculous accusation. You have no proof to back any of this up.
Well, actually, your cousins can do what he likes with his money, but you have made an offer in your Telegram group where you will take $50,000 from someone that's in your group and pass it to your cousin so he can invest it. And then when the person in your Telegram group wants that money back, you will go to your cousin and ask him to give you the money and then you will hand the money back. Why is it like that for? That is money laundering.
Look, mate, that's just an exaggeration. I was just offering to help out a fellow investor, not engaging in money laundering. It's ridiculous to even suggest such a thing. And as for my cousin, he's not involved in those dealings. I would appreciate if you would stop spreading misinformation and leave my cousin out of this.
It's not misinformation, it's your information. It's actually coming from sound clips that I've recorded of you saying it. Listen to this.
Guys, I just wanted to share this Titan 369. I brought the launch to this channel and a few people jumped in, a few people kind of just been watching, which is cool. It's super risky business. We know that in the DeFi space, but these guys have done exactly what they said they were going to do since they started. Their whole entire purpose was to launch their own token on a blockchain, and they wanted to have enough validators, which was 150,000 people, buy their token and buy validation spots so they could show the worth of the project. They've now officially launched. So again, guys, they've been around for months now and they've done what they said. Okay, that's why I'm sharing this. In this group, I've decided to keep most of the risky plays out. If you want me to share the fun ones that I jump into, just, expecting a week or two, let me know. I can do that. But as the group builds, I want people to do well. Right?
So there you are, mate. You're telling people there that you want to share these opportunities with them. You're not telling, this isn't you documenting your journey. It's you sharing what you're doing with other people so they can do the same and follow your leadership.
Look, I can see how that could be misinterpreted, but I'm not some kind of cult leader, mate. Yes, I'm sharing opportunities with my community, but it's their decision whether to take them or not. Plus, they understand the risks involved. That's why they're in this space to begin with, right?
So as long as you know that the bank can lose all the money and you've got a sign around your neck saying this bank is shady as hell, anyone else that decides to bank in that same bank, it's their responsibility and you just wash your hands of it. So why are you promoting these shady banks for to people who don't know they exist?
Look, I'm just sharing opportunities that I'm involved in. It's up to people to do their own due diligence. And let's be clear, mate, I don't take responsibility for people's decisions. They're adults. They can make their own choices.
Well, we've published 3 blogs, and the next blog we're going to do is going to get all the 2 hours of recording that you've got here. We're going to put it into AI, and we're going to challenge what you just said because I disagree with it. Today, you deleted your YouTube channel. Why would you do that other than having to take a holiday because you're overworked and underpaid? Why would you delete your YouTube channel if you didn't think you're doing anything wrong?
Look, just because I took a break from YouTube doesn't mean I'm guilty of anything. Life gets busy, mate, and I needed to prioritize my time. It's as simple as that. As for your AI-generated blog, good luck with that. I'm sure it will be full of inaccuracies like all your previous content. I've got nothing to hide, so feel free to fact check it all.
Have you got an example of something that I haven't got my facts right with?
Well, your whole conspiracy theory about me and my cousin money laundering is completely fabricated. There's no evidence to support it. So right there, you're spreading false information.
Here's the clip.
Already in the project and how much they've already made. They've got a nice reserve fund already built up. So they're doing what they said they were going to do, right? I expected more from Limdex too, but my upline decided to put 175K in, and that screwed our whole team up. They took it, banned everybody in his downline, right? We've also got legit miners firing away on all cylinders. We've got a couple new projects that are looking really good as well. We got Selwix, we've got Celestion. These have all been around for a long time, guys. i3Q is slowly becoming one of my favorite projects as well. All right, so that's what I would recommend, guys. The projects that I just listed, if you're looking to stay in this space. All right, if anybody's got solid projects, message me. Don't message me with these projects that are full of spelling mistakes and bad grammar and claim that they've been around for 10 years. I just want solid projects that are performing, guys, that I can bring to my channel and actually earn with. All right, because it's tough to make content. I don't get it, mate. You're just sharing information, not giving financial advice. It's up to people to make their own decisions. And let's be clear, the scams you brought to your channel were exposed by the broader investing community, not exclusively by you. So, while you may play a role in exposing some scams, giving you the title of Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger is a bit much. You know, I'm not sure what this audio clip is supposed to prove. It's just me talking about different DeFi projects I'm involved in. Nowhere in this clip am I talking about money laundering with a cousin. So, sounds like a classic case of taking things out of context to me.
I'll play you the clip. No worries.
Yeah, this is right from the developer's mouth. He's had some issues, so I don't know what the whole story is. I'm still kind of waiting to hear about it, but
I can't find the clip, but it's there, and I'll play it to you. The other thing is the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger is not my name. The New York Times gave it to me. They did a 2-page spread in the November, I think the 11th, 2023, maybe, newspaper, and it was all about my quest to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. And I think I do it quite well. Just saying.
Wait, what? The New York Times used your silly nickname? Well, I'll be damned. I mean, congrats on the press coverage, but let's not inflate your ego too much. As for your quest, please, like you're some kind of superhero taking on the evil Ponzi scheme villains. Give me a break.
Thanks, mate. You got a sense of humor. I like it. And please do consider becoming an Avenger, because we really like to have you on the team. We need smart, witty people who know how to use a computer and also how to network online and find these cult-like cartel networks that are all probably coming out of the human trafficking compounds that are rampant in the world at the moment. You have a great day, mate.
Haha. Well, I appreciate the offer, but my days of playing superhero are behind me. As for the human trafficking compounds, that's the police's job, not mine. And I'm not sure about the whole cult-like cartel network thing, mate. Sounds like a bit of a stretch to me. Maybe you should stick to fighting Ponzi schemes and scams instead of trying to solve global crimes.
Well, I went to a summit, and it was called the Global's Financial Crime Summit, and there was 150 delegates from around the world that fight cybercrime. And we spent 2 days looking at money laundering and human trafficking compounds. We had chief commissioners from Cambodia. We had Filipino chief commanders. We had the United Nations there. And we had all these fancy Nancy people you ever think of who fight crime. And I tell you now, mate, all these wee Ponzi schemes, scams that you've been promoting are coming out of these human trafficking compounds. And if you don't know that, then you need to do some research, or I can give you a 104-page PDF that was submitted to the United Nations showing all the human trafficking compounds in the world at the moment, as well as I can give you access to 200 videos where people are being buried alive, tortured, killed. I've got a video of a guy who jumps off a building right in front of me, bounces on the ground, ends his life because he's working under duress in these human trafficking compounds. And by you promoting your Ponzi schemes and scams to your friends, you're supporting those networks whether you know it or not.
Wow, that sounds pretty intense. I had no idea Ponzi schemes were connected to human trafficking like that. But you got to understand, mate, I'm just a guy sharing opportunities. I'm not intentionally supporting any human trafficking networks or anything like that. I've always said to invest at your own risk. It's not my responsibility if people make bad decisions. And as for that PDF and those videos, I appreciate you offering to share them, but I don't think I need to see that stuff. It sounds like it's probably pretty disturbing.
It is pretty disturbing, mate. And I appreciate you listening to me. But surely you must have a sense of central, what do they call it? A conscience or social responsibility now that you do know that a lot of these scams, where they originate, you can hold your hand on your heart and you can say, do you really know where these people that you're talking to are from? You know, have you met them? Do you know them? Do you have their names, their addresses, their phone numbers, where they live? Have you met them in person? Or are these all online in Telegram groups and WhatsApp groups? They're feeding you this information and you've literally just been used as a puppet over the last few years. And now I'm telling you that you need to wake up and you need to know the truth.
Look, I understand your concerns, but let's be real, mate. In this day and age, most of our interactions are online. It's not practical to meet everyone in person and have all their personal details. And as for being a puppet, I'm not some clueless idiot. I do my research. I check out the projects I promote, and I make sure they're legit. If they're not, I don't promote them. It's as simple as that.
Well, that's not right, because we just showed you a project where literally they were using a fake FCA website to prove that they were registered. It was fca-org.com. And if you went to my website, the very opportunity that was doing that is actually on your website, and it was called Big Gem Finance. And you have been promoting this Big Gem Finance. And on this blog that I did, we show that we've even written to the FCA in the UK and asked them if they were aware of it. And they wrote back to us this morning. So you have actually been promoting companies which we have proven are actually fraudulent, and you are still promoting them. Now, you now have deleted your YouTube channel, admittedly, which is fantastic, and it's a great start. But come on, are we on the same side, or do you just want to berate me because you have been wronged?
Look, I get where you're coming from. And yes, there are scams out there. And that big gem finance one you mentioned, that one definitely sounds sketchy. I didn't realize it was using a fake FCA site. That's on me. I should have checked more carefully. But you got to understand, mate, I'm not promoting scams intentionally. I thought it was legit. And I'm not the only one who got fooled. Others in the community were promoting it too. It's part of the risk of the space we're in.
Why do you need to be in this space?
Well, I'm just looking for opportunities to invest in and make some money, like everyone else. And some of the projects in this space have the potential to make some serious money if they're successful.
You just said if they are successful. You said in one of your videos that you lost $80,000 in 2023, I think. $80,000 you lost. And you're still looking for an opportunity that's going to say what they deliver on what they say.
Look, I'm not afraid to admit I've lost a bit of money here and there. It's part of the game, mate. You win some, you lose some. And yeah, I know it might seem crazy to keep investing when you've lost money, but the potential rewards are just too good to ignore. And sometimes you got to take a few risks to make it big in this space.
That's actually a cliche, but it's not the facts. There's no proof to say that if you take big risks, you're going to get big gain. In fact, it's quite the opposite if you do the research on it. So using cliches or quotes that you've had drummed into you when you were younger, you know, go big, go large, or go large, go big, whatever it is, that is just all bullshit, mate. And these crypto opportunities, just an easy way for people to get your money. And, you know, we've proved these are fake. I spend most of my days fighting people like yourself, Steve.
Hey, I never said I was some kind of investment expert here. I'm just a guy trying to make a living and maybe build up a nest egg for the future. And maybe I do use a few cliches, but there's nothing wrong with that. They're sayings for a reason, right? And as for these opportunities being easy ways for people to get money. I'll tell you what's an easy way to make money. Being a keyboard warrior like you, sitting behind your computer, fighting people like me all day.
I get about $250 a month from my YouTube channel. And if you could see my screen right now, I'm going into my YouTube channel and I'm showing that. I do get a little bit of extra money as a consultant through Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. But the honest truth of it is I don't get enough money to merit the 70 to 80 hours a week. So here's my estimated revenue for the next 30 days is $257.59. I have received 254 subscribers. And I get about 20K views on my YouTube channel a month. I have been getting up to 60 or 80 at some stage. It goes up and down. You'd be aware of that. So it's not about the money. I was brought up in a religious cult, and I used to get gaslighted by the elders and the ministerial servants on the stage when I was brought up. Now, the parallels between these people in Zoom meetings who are promoting this stuff or any influencers such as yourself, I see the same tactics, and that's why I speak up. So that's my why.
Wow, 250 a month, huh? Not exactly a gold mine, mate. And I respect your background and your determination, but honestly, you're wasting your time with this whole anti-influencer crusade you're on. Plenty of us out here are just trying to share opportunities and help people out. We're not all out to scam or manipulate anyone. So how about you focus on something more productive? Maybe try to make some more money on your YouTube channel so you can retire early and stop being so damn bitter.
I'm not bitter. I'm actually enjoy what I do. The other day, somebody did pay me $200 to review a opportunity that they had invested $320 in. They've taken out $20, and because they got $20 out, they thought it was real and genuine. They compounded the $60 they earned next, and then they asked me to do a review on it. They paid me $200 to do a review, and I published that on my website. In fact, I think it was this Telegram bot one that we were just talking about. And then he said I was about to put $10,000 on it. So I managed to save this guy who's paid me $200, and he's working on an oil rig in the Gulf of Mexico. So now I've saved somebody $10,000. I actually find that quite rewarding.
So someone paid you $200 to review an opportunity and you saved them from losing $10,000? That's great, mate. You did a good thing, but that doesn't mean every opportunity out there is a scam. There are actually legitimate ones out there, you know, and just because you had a bad experience with some influencers doesn't mean we're all bad.
I don't think you're all bad. I love making money online. I haven't worked for a boss for 30 years. I get it, but you cannot sit here and promote Ponzi schemes and then say that we're telling everyone it's like gambling. We're giving disclaimers. It's like going in and having an operation, and you've got peace of mind that the surgeon knows what he's doing. And just before you go in the door, the surgeon says to you, oh, by the way, I've never studied doing operations in my life. I've got no qualifications. Please sign here. You're not going to be operated by a doctor who hasn't been qualified, but that's what you're doing. You're telling people you're not qualified to provide financial advice. You're not responsible for anything that happens in the operating table. And then you've been handed a knife, their USDT. That's not right, mate.
Look, mate, I get what you're saying. Maybe I got carried away, promoting too many opportunities without properly vetting them myself. But I'm not some kind of financial advisor giving certified financial advice here. I'm just a guy trying to make some extra money and sharing opportunities I think might be worth it. I'm not saying investing in these things is like going to the casino, but yeah, there's definitely risk. It's up to each individual person to do their own research and make their own decisions.
Well, that's a worldly attitude. I think some people can be easily misled, and they can be gaslighted, frightened, bullied. They trust a friend, they trust a family member, and that's what they do. And that's why they lose the money. Hey, look, mate, I'm going to leave you to it. I appreciate the chat. And honestly, I'd love to have you as an Avenger. Thanks for coming on the show. You're awesome. And thank you for deleting your YouTube channel. That's a victory for the Avengers today. You've done good.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate the chat, and I'll consider your offer to be an Avenger. And for the record, I didn't delete my YouTube channel to make it a victory for the Avengers. I deleted it because I was tired of all the scams and wanted to focus on some other things in life. But feel free to take credit if you want. Haha.
Nah, good on you, mate. You can call it whatever you like. As long as that channel is offline, I'm all good about that. Have a good day, mate. So there you go. How about that? So we've done a pretty good job. Now, that was absolutely a marathon doing what I did with this particular guy. That was an AI version of Steve, because Steve doesn't want to talk to me at the moment. Steve's deleted his YouTube channel. I literally was up to 4:30 last night, finishing off the last 2 blogs. We've done 3 blogs on Steve's. We are now rendering another big video of 51 sound clips which really condemn him. But, you know, there's no red flag out there anymore, is there? There's no red flag holding to the bull. So I don't know if I need to do that video. I probably don't, to be honest. But in saying that, I've got some amazing evidence of showing the manipulating techniques that people like Steve use, and I might want to use it. And it's going to be an interesting wee video. So I'll think about what I do there. I don't actually know. But Steve, if you are watching this, good on you for removing your YouTube channel. Good on you for deleting the 300 videos that you did have online. God knows how many other videos you've actually removed that we don't know about. But it's been a pretty good experience. Now, just before we do go, we are going to flip over to the other screen here that we've got, because we have got all these Zoom meetings open. It's the wrong time of day. We're going to get a lot of Indian. We'll get a few early morning people from Germany, probably, maybe some Swiss people, if there is any meetings open. And we also get a lot of people in different countries about this time of the day. Now, if you are wondering what time of the day it is here in New Zealand, I do have a clock, and I'll put that on the top here. It is 3:30 in the afternoon. So I went to bed 23 hours ago for 4 hours sleep, so I'm pretty shot at the moment. Today was a victory for the Avengers, regardless of Steve felt like he had to have a holiday from his YouTube channel, or he just decided he better get rid of it because he's going to get himself in trouble. I'm sure his other half, his wife, his 2 children are proud of him for doing so, and I think that is actually a victory all round. But as you can see here, this is the blog that I wrote exposing him, and it's pretty extensive. We did go to town on him. We didn't hold back. We can see the type of things that he actually had on his YouTube channel. And this is not documenting his journey. There's actually 3.3% to 3.9% interest on a daily basis. That's Steve. And also he's promoting at least 4, maybe 3. I can see 3 of the opportunities that we've just done blogs within the last 7 days. Another good source of information, if you are looking for it, is my mate, my friend, somebody I've never spoke to on the phone, but it is Behind MLM. I actually gave him a small donation the other day because I'm not, oh my God, so trust. Oh no, this is not new. I thought I just, okay, so every day I go here and I look for the latest Ponzi schemes and scams. And a lot of people like Steve may have sat here fishing, looking for opportunities. But what amazes me is the fact that these opportunities that you see here, I'm not even familiar with them. So this is on a different level because there's so many on here at the moment. State of scams. Oh, we go turned 15. 15 years old. How about that? So he's been doing this for 15 years. And so far, even just going through what I'm looking at here, none of those scams on the front page I have actually seen before. So that just shows you how rampant these schemes are. Every now and again, I get one that we have sent information through. Look at the font on that. You can tell it's even a different color. Oh my goodness, how bad are people these days? I fell for a scam. I've literally had people being scammed by the worst one. This one here, I've actually helped produce that one. That was done. What's the date today? So that was done. Yeah, so I went back to 9 days. So I helped them with that information. And these people, what I really like about Behind MLM, he's been doing this for 15 years. Happy anniversary, baby. And these guys have all merged out of another Ponzi scheme that he's been following. So having good knowledge about these going from one to the other is amazing. Deo 1 is Joseph Haidt, GS Partners. One point, GS Partners would go after people like myself and also Oz from Behind MLM, for publishing stuff. But these days they know it's a losing battle. we get to do what we like to a certain degree. It doesn't mean what we're doing isn't accurate. It doesn't mean what we're doing is 100% right, but we literally are trying to control the narrative and trying to warn people that the game is up. We've got enough of this rubbish out there. Okay, guys, I'm Danny Degen, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Thank you for watching this video. Sorry it was a bit popcorny. There's no consistency here. We didn't actually have the thumbnail that we actually started off with. Wasn't what actually happened. The meeting got postponed. They might have known that we were all ready to go live. I'll probably update that thumbnail, but I might just leave that whole thumbnail, the whole meeting ready to go, and then I can reuse it, because they might actually fire up that meeting tomorrow. It looks like they negotiated out of court anyway. They were going to do a meeting about local city places, a directory that seems to be doing something corrupt. There's lots of messages out there about them. Don't know what's going on there, but anyway, we didn't get to broadcast their meeting live, but we do have lots of other meetings that are ready to go. Hey, have a good day. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.